Hey. Testing, testing, testing. Danny, Centavo, Mika, what it do? Omar, back. I see y'all. How I'm sounding, is everything good? Lamar, West Africa, Teddy. Yeah. Pseudo killers in the building. You said turn up, turn it up, turn it up. Yo, my levels look like they on fire. Nope, I'm never giving my Chief X wrench up. I'm keeping my Chief X wrench up. That's the first wrench I got since I've been dealing with y'all on YouTube. He was the first dude to see the realness in me. You feel me? He was the first dude to see the realness in me and gave me a wrench, right? So, well, I'm lying. My man Unbiased gave me a wrench also. But Unbiased gives everybody a wrench. So even though that wrench over on Unbiased Sports channel, it means a lot to me. Unbiased gives a wrench to anybody. So, you know what I mean? I still want my wrench Unbiased. Like, I like having a wrench next to my name. But, you know what I mean? You give the wrench to everybody who like your videos. You crazy. But hold on, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna get into some stuff. The reason why we've been off, we had a strike on our channel, right? So, and the channel been down for over a week. So, you know, we couldn't go live. So I did go live the other morning on the in the Almond Raw Squad Facebook group. I tried to do a morning show, and I'm thinking about starting to do a morning show, a wake up show, right? In the morning on the Facebook, the Almond Raw Facebook channel, right? To bring some content to that channel. So if y'all in the Almond Raw Squad, yeah, I think it's called the Almond Raw Squad, the Almond Raw Squad Research Group channel. I think that's what it is. If y'all in there, start tuning in the morning. I'm gonna start putting together a wake up in the morning show on there to get some content on there, because that Facebook group got over 12,500 members in there. So with that many people in one Facebook group, I feel like we can give some good content over there to start livening that group back up. I'm saying a lot for some reason. But before I get into it, how everybody been? You know, we've been down for a week. You know, we missed y'all. Yeah, Unbiased channel, he gives everybody a wrench. So, like I said, Chief X gave me a wrench, and I'm not giving my wrench back. You know. Sutek, we have a pseudo killers Facebook group, but it's phony. It only got like 140 people in it. And people don't even check in there that much because I'm not on Facebook like that. I took Facebook and stuff off of my phone. I took all social media stuff off of my phone. So I would have to go to one of my computers to actually log into Facebook. So, and it's on my iPad, but I cut hair. So when I'm working all day, like only thing I can do, like if somebody go live or something, I can click on, put my headphones in and listen to a show or something. But I can't interact on social media. So I took all of the social media applications off of my phone to just be more productive. I took them off. A like page. Oh yeah, we can do that. Well, I'm gonna holler at you in the back to help me set that up, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not social media savvy like that. But anyway, yeah, I took a lot of the social media off, and I'm gonna say this before, why everybody's still coming in. I'm still waiting for Unc and them to click the link and come in anyway. So hold on, let me set my other cameras up. My bad, y'all. All right, camera, boom, boom, boom. See how we can do this. Bam. All right, cool. All right, camera 2. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, so what I'm saying is this. What was I saying? Oh, here we go. All right, Facebook, I took all of the social media things off of my phone, right? So, and I did it so I could be more productive. Plus, from, when I'm out with my children, I take my daughter, we go to dinner once a week, right, as a family and stuff. I found myself always like not engaging with them as much because everybody at the table will be on their phone, right? If I go downstairs and eat dinner with my family, right, my daughter in her phone, stepdaughter in her phone, my girl in her phone, you know what I mean? And we not even engaging with each other, right? I could be in the car with my daughter or something, and her head down in her phone, right? And every light, I'm pulling out the phone, looking at, Instagram or YouTube, so I had to take all that stuff off my phone, so I could be more present with my family, you know what I mean? And I noticed even in having regular conversations with people, in the middle of having a conversation with somebody, I will pull out my phone and just start scrolling Instagram in the middle of a real life conversation. So I mean, I said, man, this shit is getting out of hand. So I took most of that stuff off of my device. So the only time, and my point is, that's the only time I can really get on Facebook is when I sit down at a physical computer. But I think I'm gonna put it back on my phone just to deal with the Facebook groups, like the Almond Rod Facebook group and the Pseudo Killers Facebook group, because I want to grow those two groups up, because a lot of people be on Facebook. We can bring them over to start consuming our content on YouTube, right? So I'm gonna definitely start posting more content and doing shows in there at least a couple days a week. Right. So, but yeah, what's going on, everybody? We're gonna talk about that we're not debating pseudos anymore, right? Their time in the sun has ended, right? I think we give them life. We give them life by constantly keep debating them like they actually have a leg to stand on. We give credit to their ridiculousness by actually engaging with them like it's actually a debate. It's not a debate anymore. It's certain things have been established in science, and there's no argument, right? So the only way we can pull our people forward is by not arguing with them over ridiculous stuff that the rest of the world can move forward on. So, and the reason why I say that is because debated or had a debate with Jeremiah Judah 7000, JJ 7000. Shout out Jeremiah Judah. But and it's not a knock against you, Jeremiah Judah, but if that's where you at with your study, then that's where we just gonna leave you at, right? We're not gonna debate you no more on those subjects, right? Because I feel like you are a smart brother and you're deliberately fighting against science. So until you get honest and want to recognize that you don't have a lab and you don't have no data that can go against already scientifically established data, we're not arguing with you no more, right? We're taking a stance against those type of arguments. We're not arguing against nobody who believe in flat earth anymore, right? It was ridiculous to argue that anyway. It's the year, we're in 2021. And if anybody is sitting around still talking about the earth is flat, then I can't argue with you, right? And I don't want nobody on our teams, right, to argue with y'all anymore. All right. We're just gonna let y'all make y'all err. So that's flat earthers. We done with y'all, right? That's people who don't ascribe to evolution, right? We're done with y'all, right? Y'all can make y'all videos. We're not debating y'all anymore, right? We're making a stance. Like we'll still, if we feel there's some confusion with said subjects, then we'll have discussions on them and we'll teach on them as far as we know. Because remember, we enthusiasts. We're not the scientists either, right? So we'll have discussions on it, right? And we'll teach on it as far as we can teach on it, right? But we're not debating those things anymore. That is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm waiting for the pseudo killers to get in here. You said Jeremiah Judah mad at y'all. Man, yeah, we had so let me tell you all about this strike that we had. The strike was from the YouTube algorithm. I think I had titled the video something about the jab, right? And I used the word vaccination or vaccines in the title. So YouTube automatically banned our channel for a week and gave us a strike. So, they trying to fight against the misinformation as best as they can also. So, you got to watch what you put in your titles now. So that's what's going on with our channel. That's why we haven't been live. I've been wanting to go live. It's been a lot of subjects that, then came up. Oh, give me a second, y'all. Because we got some new reads. Hold on, give me a second. We back, my bad. All right, yeah, so where Kofi and them at? Sutek in here. All right, cool. New reads. I got the Masi's first book, Spears of the Masi. It came in, I think it came in Monday. All right, and I said I was going to do a review of chapter 1. All right. So it's a long chapter, and my bad. I know I said I was going to do it this week. I'm going to try to get to it by Saturday. I already start pouring over it. You see, I'm already in it, but chapter 1 is long. You know what I mean? And y'all have 1 million forwards in this book that I had to read through. So, y'all got more forwards than y'all got forwards, dedications, and prologues and acknowledgments. Y'all got 1 million acknowledgments, right? And 1 million forwards I had to go through, but I enjoy reading them also. So I'm not gonna hold y'all on that. I like y'all acknowledgments and forwards in this book because it gave insight into what made y'all get into writing and wanting to put forth y'all works and how y'all became a study group. And so I appreciated the forwards and the acknowledgments in there, but it took me a minute to get to the goddamn first chapter that I want to review anyway. So I finally got to it. I finally got into chapter 1, and it's long as hell. So pretty good so far. So that's where I'm at with my reading. Get my bro Vance up in here.
Yo.
Let's talk. Vance, what's happening? We live.
Good.
Pseudo Killer, what's up?
I seen that. What's good with you?
No, just going over telling everybody how we, done with debating the pseudos, right? We gonna lead them where they at. We're gonna let them argue with themselves from now on. So
yeah, facts. Yeah,
yep.
the show Unc did with Jeremiah Judah the other day is just at a certain point, it's kind of redundant to have those conversations when an individual brings out a whole bunch of stuff, mixes it together, acts like it's on the same level as religion. That's what killed me when he was talking about science is the same thing as religion. I'm like, we lost at this point. That was the whole point of science, to make a distinguishment from belief. They misrepresent the words in the articles and say they mean something they don't. It was just crazy. And after a certain point, you just gotta realize, like, yeah, it's over their head. They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get the basics. They're not gonna accept the basics. So those conversations with those individuals, like, it just gotta be fun. A 3-minute conversation, you out of there.
Yeah, and I'm in 100% agreement with you. But the only thing Weber and you and Unc said this in the back chat, that is over their heads, and they just not gonna get it. And I don't want to believe that, right? I think they're deliberately, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Brother Sanchez, right?
Oh man, yeah.
It would be crazy for me to sit there and act like it's over Sanchez. When I listen to him, I say, yo, this dude ain't that slow.
Right.
If he used his brain in any other arena, he would be amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Just the amount of shit he's able to remember and regurgitate, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So the dude has a mind. He's dealing with something. Like, how do you go that far down the rabbit hole? Like, I be thinking, are they doing this on purpose? Because now he has one of the biggest flat earth channels on YouTube.
Right.
So even if he's read something that then changed his mind, now we got to say, is people actually honest enough to turn around and say that they was wrong when they went down that path so long? You see what I'm saying? And been so fervent about their stance. on a certain thing. Like
Right.
a lot of people would think that would be a injury to themselves, right? Or their credibility if they turn around after they went so hard about a said subject and now admit that they was wrong. So, you know what I mean? Like we don't know the sincerity of these people that we actually watch on YouTube. Like we don't know the sincerity. And I'll give you an example. We was talking earlier, and I've put forth the claim that Egypt wasn't a black land, right? Now, the more I study, right, and Unc kept telling me it's not as white and black as you think, right? And now I have to admit that. I have to readjust my argument. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? You have to be man enough to do that. You have to be man enough not to say that, you know, that you was wrong, but that the information that you was reading, maybe you was processing it wrong.
Right.
Right? Maybe you was processing it wrong. Maybe you didn't have a clear picture at the time that you was you know, elucidating certain, you know, ideas and things like that. So you have to be man enough or woman enough, right, to be able to get on here. So Jeremiah Judah and them, they can go so hard about their religion. How do you turn around after saying you are a goddamn Hebrew Israelite, right?
Right.
How do you turn around after years of fighting with your family members, right? Then coming online, fighting with people you don't know. And how do you turn around now and say, damn, we not no damn Hebrews. We not the people of the Bible. See, I think those type of people have a bigger issue, right? That we fighting against. They're not just fighting against, you know, being right or wrong. Their whole ideology is on the line. You dig what I'm saying? Not just about just think about it. If Jeremiah Judah is wrong about evolution, then he's wrong about the Bible. And if he's wrong about the Bible, then he's wrong about who he is and who he say we are. You see what I'm saying? So his shit is layered. You dig what I'm saying? People should be layered, right? Now, when you go to a nigga, I don't mean to call you a nigga, but when you go to a person like Brother Sanchez, right? If you're wrong about flat earth, then anything that you say about science, we don't even have to listen to you no more. How do you get that wrong, right? Just the earth is flat, but you have a damn cell phone with a GPS in it. You got a cell phone with a GPS in it. Just think about that. A cell phone with a GPS in it. What does that mean? GPS, Global Positioning Satellite. First word in GPS, global. You're on a globe. Everything that you use in your day-to-day life bear witness to you being on a globe. Your internet, right? The shit that you watch on TV, the device that you carry on your phone, that you carry on your body every day to work, all bear witness to you living on a globe and not a flat plane. So you already ridiculous, right? So a lot of times I don't know if these guys are playing or I just don't know. I be confused. I go back and forth with it though. Thanks. I go back and forth with it.
I'm with you. It's hard to tell if they're sincere or not because they grow a following that's so big and so rabid that how could you say or how could you ever tell them you're wrong when everything out of your mouth they think is right and you're giving it off as if it's right. You're like nothing you say is wrong. You don't retract on anything. You don't say I made a mistake here. I think we had this conversation before. They don't hold each other responsible like you don't hold yourself responsible, I should say. And so how could we ever expect, if the fans right there with him, they don't hold themselves responsible, how could we ever expect them to hold the person they're listening to responsible, or challenge him, or give him that type of energy when they themselves are probably right there with them? So and then they're financially probably dependent on these things as well. So how could you take that income away potentially? That's a frightening thought. So it's confusing to me, because it brings the polites and the pharaohs and all of them. It brings all of them into this fold of how can we really trust y'all and what y'all say when it appears that everything you say is batshit crazy? Like nothing is, your logic is so flawed, and in whatever the topic might be. How could, and you, regardless how wrong you are, you'll never retract. You never say, damn, I could have been wrong here. I could have. We never heard these guys say they made a mistake. So how could we ever expect them to admit that at any point? Like, nobody's gonna hold them responsible. It's crazy. It's a crazy world out here in these YouTube streets. You know, you can go unchecked for years, decades at this point.
Yeah, that's a fact. The other night, on Sinetta, Brother Jabari said that, are y'all ready for this? Jabari, let me write this on the screen. That motherfucker dang Jabari. Your boy, Brother Jabari, got on Sinetta yesterday. Well, I think it was 2 days ago, and said that an ancient Egyptian queen was speaking to him through her grave. Nuts. Like, nuts. Said she was speaking to him, said, and it scared them, it spooked them out. He said he was in the damn, he said he was in the museum and he heard somebody say something to him over his shoulder. And he said he thought it was his wife. And he said when he turned around, his wife was over there with some other people. And then he said when he looked back again, he seen the sarcophagus of this Egyptian queen, right? That was speaking to him from her grave. I mean, like, where do we go? They said the comedic ghost whisperer. Yeah. Now, that's why I say, man, all this Egypt mess is pseudo. Like, it gets out of hand, man. Jabari literally said that the damn ancient Egyptians now, he's so deep into Egypt that the ancient Egyptians is talking to him from their graves.
Nuts.
And he repeated it. He doubled down on it.
Uncle's right.
So, I mean, like, where do we, and he didn't say he was dreaming. He said, I questioned my own sanity.
Oh, man.
So he's saying he was awoke. This really happened.
Oh.
He's saying that it really happened. Like, just think about it. A lot of times what Jabari says, right? He'll tell a Christian, right? When he's debating a Christian or debating the Hebrew Israelite. And I done heard him say this numerous times, that it's not literal. That he tell Christians and Hebrews and Muslims and them, y'all take y'all traditions as literal. We don't take our traditions as literal. Now, this dude is sitting there saying that the ancient Egyptians are talking to him, and he said that it was literal. Crazy. Like this queen actually was talking to him from her grave. Right, man. So yeah, they was talking to him in English too. So the ancient Egyptians, right, that lived then 3,000 something years ago, this queen lived 3,000 something years ago. I think she was in 18th dynasty or some shit. Lived 3,000 something years ago, speaking to him in New York, goddamn English. Crazy, man.
See, when Unc was really going hard on Jabari about the Egyptian thing, I kind of looked at Unc a little way, like, damn, why I'm going so hard? Jabari's
well,
nice
why you
guy.
going at Jabari? Cool,
He a
dude.
nice guy. He got a woman. They do their thing. They got egyptomania. It's cool. We get it. That's what they do. Cool. Right. Unc was going hard, super hard. And he kind of stepped on the line with Unc when him and Dr. Mott was on the phone on Sarnetta. But now, after hearing you say this, it all makes sense. Unc was right. He's an Egyptian Christian. It's completely. That's all I can say. I can't even believe, because I used to look at Jabari like, he's not that spooky. Like, what right. I don't see it. But if he said this, I don't know, man. This shit crazy, dog.
Yeah, I don't know what made him jump off that bridge the other night like that. That was crazy.
Yeah, he got a little too Egyptian. I don't know what the hell he done did when they went back to the land last time. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. But Egyptian Christian, right? He left one religion and jumped into the next with all of the same religious baggage, right?
Yeah. He's a reflection of what the community is for real. Like they take that belief and they put it in something else. Like it's not surprising, I guess, but I didn't think Jabari was on that wave because we hear him talking about evolution and all the other things.
Yeah,
so like damn, he went to Cornell or where'd he go?
He said he went to Cornell.
Yeah. He went to Cornell and the whole thing. So I'm thinking he got a little bit more insight on all the beliefs and all the different things. So, but it's crazy to me. I can't believe it. He took the cake with that one. Ain't no coming back from that one. You might as well be in all white in every video at this point.
Yeah. You pretty much jumped over. It's pseudo lines, right? And like I always say, man, we all got a little pseudo in us. But this dude just, man, if it was the pseudo Olympics, this nigga he just won the gold. He just won the gold with that one. Like, you a gold medalist pseudo at this point, Jabari.
Yeah, he earned it. Yeah, he earned it.
Right. You know what I mean? You done outdid Jeremiah Judah and Captain Tazoriak all in one conversation.
Yeah,
you said you talking to the Egyptians. Like they talking to you, dog. Like that don't really mean something to you, man.
Yeah.
And then the boy got he got a shrine in his house.
Yeah.
So it's serious. He put together a whole goddamn Egyptian shrine in his house. You caught up, Jabari. You caught up.
Egyptomania at its finest. He a high level Egyptomania maniac, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you caught up. Yeah, the pseudo Olympics. And Jabari then came in as a goddamn. If it was competitions, we would call that the Egyptomania, the Egyptomania 200, the Egyptomania 200, what's it called? The 200-yard dash. And
he broke the record on it. He set the record with that one, yo. Matter of fact, they got to make his medal got to be an Unk at this point. He get a gold Unk. It ain't even a regular medal. Like it's crazy.
Get the gold Unk for Egyptomania in the Pseudo 2000. 200 millimeter egyptomania. You want to go right? You the Hussein Bolt, a guy.
Yeah, he set the record, dog. That's crazy.
You the Hussein Bolt of Egyptomania Olympics. You are a 2-time gold medalist. Congratulations, Jabari. Crazy ass. His bald head ass crazy as hell.
Crazy as a motherfucker. See, this is the crazy part though. See, way back in the, if you dig deep in them 7 white lies, you see there's some conflicting things in the book. And I brought this to Uncle Tension one time. He talked about the Olmecs and all that, like being black. See, I know you got that mania in you, and it's trying to make its way to North America. It went from the top of Africa to the bottom of Africa. That's all blacked out. North Africa blacked out. Egyptians blacked out. Like he's gone, dog. He's gone. He's trying to make it to North America.
Yeah. He definitely still hold to the Olmec.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The Olmecs being black, but a lot of them do. I think not too long ago, Professor James Smalls was still hold to that. Yeah, and a lot of people do. You know, it's certain things that they don't want to let go. And I like Van Sertima.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't bash Van Sertima as hard as, you know, everybody else do. I think he just he tripped up on that one, right?
Right, that's all.
Yeah, he tripped up. I think he had some type of book deal.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to go pseudo right now because I don't know this for sure. But the amount of books that he was putting out at one time, it seemed like he had some type of book deal, right? Where he just had to get these books off, right? And because he was he had a whole collection of and I have them. He have Africans' early presence in America. Then he got Africans' early presence in Asia. He got Africa's early presence in Europe. And then he came out with the golden age of the Moors. Then he came out with They Came Before Columbus. And then he came out with Egypt Revisited. It's crazy. Like, got all that, and I could run it off the top of my head because I'm a Van Sertima fucking fan, right? But it seemed like at this point in time, he had some type of book deal where he was just getting, you know what I mean? He was running these series off, right? And a lot of the work was rushed. Even if you look at the book Egypt Revisited, he used a lot of papers from other writers. Like he used Diop, he used Charles Finch, and a couple other, Runoko Rashidi contributed to it. He had a whole bunch of collaboration in putting that book together. And I will still say, go get that book, Egypt Revisited by Ivan Van Sertima. I like the way he put it together. I like the different chapters. I like how, even though a lot of the stuff I might not agree with, his overall chronology of Egyptian history is still intact. And he did an awesome job on that, right? So, and then what Dr. Finch did with the talking about some of the things that the Egyptians did in medicine. First time I ever heard of certain papyruses came from Van Sertima work in that book. No, Sutek, I wouldn't say it's time to rest Van Sertima because it's still a lot of stuff that you can learn from Van Sertima. You know what I mean? Like his overall chronology and stuff is still intact. You know what I mean? You can definitely learn from him. But yeah, I think he rushed a lot of those works, right? Well, with his book deal. Like I said, I'm being pseudo at right now. You know what I mean? We got CK the Poet in the goddamn chat talking about Xbox. Why, CK? Why won't you come on the why is you on there talking about your Xbox Game Pass? CK crazy. CK is crazy. CK be in the back chat fussing with everybody. CK is off the chart.
Yeah, that Facebook chat a fool. I stay out of that one.
CK is crazy. But yeah, Van Sertima, I wouldn't say retire him altogether. You know what I mean? But you definitely got to read him and check some of the stuff that he say. Like, don't know one. Every scholar information can get updated. And Sutek, you right now too. So it's gonna be a time where your information is gonna get updated by better information. So remember what you're saying. Remember what you're saying. You know what I mean? Remember what you're saying about retiring people. Long as you put forth that's like saying we got to throw away the good works that he put forward, right? Nah, you ain't got to throw away his good works. They on, man, the Owl Chat is on here talking about goddamn Call of Duty and killing zombies. Y'all don't respect us. Y'all don't respect the killers. But I don't know where Unc and them at. Let me do this. Let me copy this link.
They ain't nobody respond to Unc and them. They ain't fucking with it.
No, I gotta put this in the Facebook.
Oh yeah. I can put it in there.
Yeah, put that in the Facebook back chat. And see where my man Sosa and Cedric and them at. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, you just put it in the back chat. Whew. Yeah, y'all. So they had the pseudo killers out the loop for a minute. You know, they shut us down, but we back up now. So we definitely gonna get into some shit. They tried to take us out.
Yeah, we was in jail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still learning how to properly word things and stuff so we don't get strikes, and then Google come up with new shit every day, so you got to be abreast about how they going about keeping the content clean on YouTube. But I don't feel like we did anything wrong. So, we was clearing up some things about the vaccine, the jab, right? And we got a strike. So that was crazy. Like, if they had somebody over there that could actually listen, to our content, they would have seen that we was actually defending the vaccination. CK, that link in the back chat now, you can go ahead and click it if you want to. You got a lot of mouth about, what you're doing on Xbox. Yeah, I agree, Unbiased. What's up? You got to blame the Pseudos for, YouTube going to everybody's channels now that's mentioning the vaccine. You definitely do. He said the problem with Van Sertima was his methodology was flawed. Wow. I guarantee you, Van Sertima methodology will get yours out of there every day of the week and twice on Sunday. I think he was just rushing a lot of his information out. You know what I mean? He was a real anthropologist. So it would be crazy to think that he didn't understand research methodology. That would be crazy. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves right there. I mean, now he might, put forth some stuff that you don't agree with, but he definitely, was a competent researcher. He might have rushed some shit and didn't fully check some shit, and he could agree. A writer can definitely agree with shit that's not certified also. So, he believed that that Black people came here before Columbus. Like, he was, and the crazy thing about it is, he wasn't the first person to say that, right? He actually got that from white people. So white people had already, came to the conclusion. Some white people had already came to the conclusion that Blacks had made it to the New World across the Atlantic before Europeans, right? So, what Van Sertima just followed up on that. He said, Don said, Chef, you have a professional camera view. You should do a documentary, especially with your clear words from the mic. I know I should do a mean ass documentary. See, now y'all talking.
Yeah, you need to do one on the nation. Go ahead and take them down.
Yo, Nation of Islam is some crazy Negroes, man. Yeah, hey man, look, I would have to do a 3-month research and put everything together and really try to get them out of there. But yeah, their chin is definitely out there in the open and get knocked out. I don't know why ain't nobody knocked their dumb asses out by now. It's crazy. We got a love affair with the Nation of Islam.
Exactly.
And I understand. Yeah, man, look, Unbiased, he in the chat. Unbiased, Unbiased helped me out with understanding a lot of things about the Nation of Islam, right? Because Unbiased actually was in the Nation of Islam, right? So me and him had a couple deals together, and he definitely, put me on some shit with the Nation from just being an insider.
Right.
Man, Unbiased said he was damn near, he was in a hospital, sick as a dog, and they pressed up on him like, man, you got to go sell these papers. Like, these people are out of their fucking mind, yo. Like, that shit is a gang. Like, this man said, man, I was sick. Like, they seen I was sick, and they still was like, look, you need to buy these papers. You need to buy these Bing pies. You know what I mean? Like,
yo.
Crazy. And he still have a lot of Nation of Islam friends, right? And they used to come on his show. And we used to have some lively debates with his Nation of Islam homeboys. So it used to be fun over there, but he definitely opened my eyes up about a lot of things with the inside of the Nation. My knowledge of the Nation comes from the Nation of Islam, comes from my barbershop was on the same block with a Nation of Islam restaurant, a Supreme Oasis. And I used to go in there all of the time. And they used to come in the barbershop all of the time too. So, they would bring us our food, or we would go around there and chop it up with them, eat like we was all hooked up together. And their mosque was on the next block over. So anytime we would go to the store, the brothers be outside the mosque. Then when we went to get something to eat, they would be, in the mosque. So we had a good relationship with them. And I'm a conversationalist and a debater. So I used to always, and then they knew I was Muslim, or I used to be Muslim, right? So we used to get into different debates over the theology of Islam, right? Tawheed and different things about how they perceive Allah, and different things, like different Muslim shit. So I used to always get into debates with them, but they was always respectful. But I used to see a lot of flaws in a lot of things that they were saying, and I started researching them. And some shit hit me one day because I think they had beat me in an argument in my barbershop. And I was furious. Well, the people that was in there didn't know I lost, but I know I lost the argument, right? But I have a good way of expressing myself. So, in person, if you see me do my thing, I definitely got out of taking the L, you know what I mean? But I know I took the L. I knew that their argument was stronger than mine at that time, right? About a particular topic. But anyways, so I had pulled out my phone, and I think this was back when the iPhone, I think the 4G, it was like a 4GS or something, or whatever. But I pulled it out. Oh, CK in the building. I pulled my phone out, and I Googled Fard Muhammad. And when I Googled it and the picture came up, I seen this picture a million times, y'all. Trust me. And nothing ever clicked in my mind that that's a white man. But the fact that I lost an argument to him and I was in the middle of a debate with him, since I was beefing with them niggas, automatically that was the first thing that came to my mind, right? As a joke. That's a white boy. And I said it as a joke. But then when I sat back and I looked at it again, I said, damn, this is a white boy. And that made me, when I went home, I did some research. And then the research that was coming back was saying that, yeah, the FBI and everybody really concluded that this is a white man. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. I never liked the Nation of Islam after that. That was just, like, everything about them is just pseudo. A white man started y'all religion. Crazy. But CK the Poet is in the building. What's up, CK? Pseudo killer official, Call of Duty killer official, Xbox killer official. You probably got an old ass Xbox, don't you?
No, sir.
Yes, you do. What kind of Xbox you got? A 360.
The new one that came out last year.
You got the 360.
You realize the 360 came out like 12 years ago.
The 360 ain't come out no 4 years ago.
I said 12.
Oh yeah, 12. My bad. I'm boy.
Shameful.
So what kind of Xbox you got?
The Series X came out last year.
Damn, CK getting money too. Go ahead, talk your shit.
I mean, when I was getting money. Shit. Anyways, peace to the panel, peace to the chat. The hell y'all got going on up in here, Chefing? Y'all always doing some randomness.
Yeah, the channel got shut down for a whole week. So man, Vance
oh really?
Kept saying, man,
I wasn't aware.
Yeah, Vance kept saying, hit the button. So
did they give you a reason why?
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I can think is copyright infringement, because sometimes y'all be playing other people's videos and you just got to be careful with that. Was it a copyright thing?
No, it was our title about the vaccines or some shit. Yeah, we ain't infringe on nobody.
I'm assuming it didn't go into detail. It probably was a bot that probably snatched y'all up.
Yep.
That's the only reason I could think that, because I know that they said that YouTube was going to be cracking down on the misinformation on YouTube. But I don't know if you caught the video that I dropped in our back chat. It would have been about a week ago. I can go back and snatch it up and drop it in a YouTube chat for everyone that probably wants to see it. But it was a really good documentary done, I think, by Vice, or maybe it was Vox, where they were talking to some Hispanic Americans here in the US, and they were kind of like basically petitioning and protesting, not just YouTube, but Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, especially Instagram and TikTok, because a lot of them are starting to crack down on the misinformation in regards to vaccines and health. When it comes to English speaking, pseudo channels, let's just call it like it is. But they're not cracking down on the ones that are spoken in Spanish. And, that is a severe problem, because it's like, yeah, you may not have enough Spanish speaking people probably in that department that weeds out that stuff, but it's still something that needs to be addressed, because it's like, dang, like the vaccine misinformation in the Hispanic community is pretty bad, probably worse than the Black community. So while y'all kind of touch on that, I'm gonna see if I can find that video and share it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Unc, what's up? Unc in the building.
Man, them Spanish families, yo, they taking the vaccine, yo. They seen too many people die, yo. Yeah, they be, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, man. Spanish people lost their father, lost their mother, lost their brother. It's a tragedy, yo. Yeah, it's a real tragedy. So they getting vaccinated, yo. Yep. And man, how everybody doing on the panel, man? I just looked and seen that y'all was loud. That's crazy. Late.
Yeah, you don't pay attention to us. We up on here trying to, you know what I mean? Telling everybody we were shut down for a minute, you know what I mean? But we back up.
I keep paying attention. You said 8:30, yo. It's 9 to 10:30, y'all. Funny.
Yeah, look, we I do a million things before I can hit this button.
Yeah, everybody do.
You know what I mean? I say one time, and then I had to walk the dog. I had to cook his food.
Oh, you cook the dog food?
Yeah, I cook my dog.
Bananas.
What's wrong with you?
Just
I love my dog.
And canines could not cook food in the Stone Age, yo.
Yeah, what?
Canine.
He don't care nothing about it being cooked.
Yes, he does.
Was not cooking food.
No, but see, I don't have a wolf. I have a dog.
Yeah, that's true.
And the dog ate. They evolved, right? And from eating our food, our cooked food, and we would throw them the scraps. So that's how they got that's why they not as big as wolves and stuff. They're domesticated, right? They eat out. A dog can eat almost everything that we eat. You think about that. Dogs can eat
except for chocolate, onions, grapes, and
no, they can eat
lactose
grapes.
Intolerant.
They can eat grapes.
I don't think they're supposed to. It messes with their digestive system.
You're not supposed to.
They can't eat grapes.
I seen the video of the motherfuckers eating grapes. I said, what the fuck?
I mean, if you give them a couple, they ain't gonna die. But if you let them eat the whole stock, like you going to the hospital, son.
Yeah, they be eating motherfucking grapes, watermelon.
But like you can throw berries in there. They can eat those.
Yeah, that berries definitely be in there. In some foods that you can buy, they have berries. Yeah, raw food is fine. They can do both. We can eat raw food too, though. So I mean, I'm saying that they can eat almost everything that we eat. You know what I mean? They develop right beside of us. So they Gucci. They can eat starch. You know what I mean? If your dog has diarrhea, you give them rice and chicken to bind them back up. So I mean, it's crazy. Them motherfuckers Gucci.
So
go ahead.
We watching the conspiracy play in front of our face, right in front of our eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be able to look back at this show and say, since Black people aren't taking the vaccine at a higher rate than anybody else in North America, then Black people should be shining. Based off the fact that these crazy people claim that the vaccine ain't no good for us, that we can't trust white people, whitey, that's what they say, that they're trying to kill us. They're trying to change our DNA. Since we're not taking it at a high rate and we're going to the elderberries and the Black power, because now everybody Black is now officially Black power. I ain't never seen it. Overnight, they quote to you the Stiggy experiment rolling off their tongue. We don't know what the hell it really is, but they'll roll it off at you. right? Then we, as Black people in North America, should be Gucci. Think about that, y'all. We're going to get a chance to sit back and say, man, so far we're losing because the life expectancy of Black people have fallen. Y'all should just know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, our community, since we don't trust doctors and all that, and I think that's some bunch of bullshit. I think we just don't put it on our priority list. That's what I'm thinking, right? We develop bad habits, right? We don't go to the hospital. We don't have insurance, medical insurance, which we really do. Because if you broke and poor, you get health insurance in North America.
Yep.
You just do. Now, whether your mother and them, father and them use it or not, that's different. But we should be at high levels of fine, not dying, not getting sick. We should be good. But the numbers don't say that, though. So I'm letting y'all know the RZA Islam's, right? Treason against the Black community. Nation Islam, treason against the Black community. Because they won't say I'm treason. I'm gonna call out what treason really is. Infodeci, treason against the Black community. Treason, you hear me? Like blood on your hands, my nigga. It's your fault. You've convinced Black people through Blackology that white people are trying to kill you through the vaccine, and we don't need it. We can just eat some grass or some hay. Sprinkle some elderberries in to give it a little color, and we good. RZA Islam, fast talker, won't talk to a real person that know what it is. Won't do that, but you'll watch this. RZA Islam is actually going on platforms now with people that ill-equipped. Even some doctors are ill-equipped to deal with the buffoonery because they can't believe it. We're not talking about virologists or immunologists. We're just talking about a regular doctor, right? Telling RZA Islam, wow, you know a lot about the immune system. Really? If he knew about the immune system, he wouldn't be saying the shit he's saying. If he understood a virus, he wouldn't say the things he say. He wouldn't offer a concoction of herbs and spices and chicken soup. If he understood the immune system, he would be talking about boosting the immune system. You can't boost your immune system. If you boost your immune system, fuck around and kill your dumb ass. Simple as that. Like, you don't boost your immune system. Your immune system has to be in balance. And by the way, your damn immune system ain't perfect. Last time I checked. There's plenty of times when viruses come through and your ass gets sick. Plenty of times. Huh.
What's up, Sean?
Man, I ain't know if anybody else is gonna get to speak. God damn.
Nigga, shut up, man. We watched the whole. I fell asleep watching the Science for Sean nigga today. Snoring and shit.
I ain't even been live, so I know you ain't watching no
lying ass lies. It might not have been a day. Whatever show it was, I clicked on, nigga.
Yeah, you talking about a show that, hey, that's old.
About that,
anyway,
no, it wasn't.
Hey, look, man, what up, Chef? What up, CK? What up, Vance? Shit, what up, everybody? I don't know who else in this motherfucker yet. All right, look, real quick, man. You can't say nothing about the virus if you're not a virologist, epidemiologist, immunologist, or study in the field of the said sciences to actually deal with all of this. Now, I'm gonna give it to you just like it is on your post. I think somebody might have nope, they ain't deleted. If you're not in the anatomy or morphology, behavioral sciences, biology, biochemistry, and biotechnology, biophysics, ecology, evolution, and environment, entomology, forestry, genetics, hereditary, mycology, paleontology, parasitology, pharmacology and pharmacy, physiology, plant sciences, toxology, veterinary sciences, and zoology. Do you have any sort of degree in the field of any of those?
Somebody actually put that on there?
It's on your post.
So the nigga
It was already asked more than once. The
So
dude said
the nigga put all that on there and don't understand viruses. And against the vaccine. That nigga know all that.
nah, I don't think he know all that, huh?
No, he know the name of the shit. He looked it up.
Nah,
You can copy and paste that.
Nah, he copied and pasted, huh?
That's what I'm telling you. I said he looked it up. Looked up each thing.
Nah, he didn't read it. He didn't read it.
Right.
He didn't read it. He was just looking. He was looking to combat
You.
the fact that you put the book up and that I responded in there.
Man, hear my English. I'm not saying I'm saying he looked up a term and wrote it on the post. I didn't say he understood what the shit was.
No, we saying he copied and pasted.
However you want to put it.
Yeah.
So here's a mistake the nigga making on the post. First of all, you should share that post, Sean. You can see it. But first of all, we routinely say we're novice.
We ain't novice, huh?
I'm a novice, bro.
No, you're not.
I'm a novice. I'm an advocate of science.
To a virologist, you will know more than a novice that comes in his class, because he has students that are freshmen that don't know none of the stuff that you may know about viruses. And then you turn around and then you can stand in front of the class where you might not be able to. So you're right, you're a novice.
I'm a novice.
You see how quickly I changed course there?
I'm a novice. See, I don't have a problem with that. Right? But I sit there with any motherfucking virologist and immunologist and talk that shit. How about that though?
I will sit in front of any immunologist and
novice.
virologist and shut the fuck up.
Right, Chef.
No, I can have a
what I
healthy
would do.
conversation. I can have a healthy conversation with him.
Chef. Me and you shutting up, Chef.
No, I can have a healthy conversation with him.
I can
They
have a
do
healthy
just like
listening.
me and you. I didn't say teach them nothing.
Yeah, I can't lie. I mean, when you sit with them teachers and you build with them, I mean, or not them teachers, when you building with them doctors, like one of the most vetted doctors that we sat amongst and we had conversations with is Dr. Bonita Cole. She works for Johns Hopkins.
Right.
So, this whole pandemic, she was at war, she going to war.
Right. She enjoys the conversation.
Yeah. So if she and then she invites you to be on a panel with her to talk about vaccines.
Thanks.
And you know what I mean? And she's very studied. So that has a lot to say about it.
Well, because we study enough. I mean, you can talk to, the point is, I'm not saying I could teach them anything. I'm just simply saying that we understand what the hell they saying and we translate it to the damn community. Because the seven talking about
and then when dude tried to play us and when dude tried to play us and we ran it back to her, she told us he was full of shit.
Who you talking about?
The dude, him and the sister that we was on old boy show with, and he was trying to talk big to us. The one who threw his gun at us.
The two fake doctors you're talking about.
Yeah, he threw his gun at us.
Y'all were on not Moorish TV, but the one from a couple of months back.
Nah, this was Facebook Live. This was what's that old man name, man? I'll call the dude and got him to put him on a radio show.
When did this happen? Y'all need to inform people when y'all doing stuff like this so we can support.
You saying the same thing, CK. Yeah, we talking about those two doctors we was talking to.
Yeah, it was one black dude with glasses and another chick that was.
Oh, okay, then you're right then.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes, I did watch that one. That was like back in July, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't have a problem with talking to a person that think they know some shit or talking to an expert. I don't have a problem. I'm not teaching the expert much or nothing.
Nah.
What I'm saying is I understand the concepts that they're trying to relate. That's why it's important that y'all stop allowing Rizza Islam. So you think
here we go with this shit. See, here we go. We back to this nigga.
Yeah, we gotta be. That's the lead nigga, yo. You ain't know that. It's top 12,
bro.
nigga.
I told you to let that nigga go. Let him die, yo.
You let that nigga go. I'm not letting him go. I'm gonna leave you out the conversation. I ain't gonna bring you along because we don't want to do it. My point is, this nigga has catapulted himself on major platforms. Watch this, with pro-vax people that can't handle his stupid ass conversation.
And I'm saying, but you got now qualify it. the people that are pro-vax are not the experts in the field to defend the science the way that it needs to be because they're uneducated on it. Mark is not studied on this stuff.
That
Just
dude he was
because they're
talking to,
pro-vaccine
yeah, he
don't
said some
necessarily
questionable
mean
stuff.
that they understand all the other stuff. He's just going to ask questions.
That's not what I'm saying, Sean. I know that's what you was thinking, but that's not what I was trying to say.
They ain't thinking
But
it,
I'm gonna
but I
let you
know.
finish saying it. I'm gonna let you go ahead, and I'm gonna finish up with the point I was making. The point I'm making is,
go ahead.
no, I didn't. The point I'm trying to make here is that the nigga couldn't talk to no experts. That's the point. But he in a sweet spot on major Black platforms that actually agree with vaccines, but can't handle that nigga because they ain't in the trenches like we are, bro. So we know his whole motherfucking smear from left to right, up and down. He can't survive with us on a platform. And I'm not talking about howling, screaming. I'm talking about the same conversation we had with the two doctors. I'm talking about that type of platform. If you'd have been on that show with him, where it was him, the misinformed sister, because she crazy like that glue too, and the white guy and the Black comedian, if one of us was sitting on that joint, right, his ass was grass. I ain't talking about jump and turn. I'm saying when it's our turn to speak, RZA, stop using the CDC. You keep using the CDC, RZA. As a whole in general, the CDC promotes that coronavirus is a vaccine preventable disease. On a whole, the CDC promotes that vaccines are safe for use in human beings. So why do you keep using the CDC, RZA? See, nobody realizes that but us. We realize this nigga keep using a source that supports our argument. He's cherry picking, taking information out of place. That's the point I'm trying to make there, Sean. It's just the way we understand this nut. It's the way, because we've been fighting these nuts for 10 years, bro. We know everything they're going to say before they say it. That's my point. They don't stand a chance. They only stand a chance when they plan in the early, the Breakfast Club, the such and such, such and such, that shit. That's where they can survive at. That's my point, Sean. I was trying to make.
So, as I was saying,
I'm gonna say when you're done, Sean, I got a question for when you get a moment.
They're going to bring him on there because it's going to attract an audience, and they're going to allow him to say whatever it is that he's going to say. And some people are not equipped to challenge him, correct, because he's making that shit up as he hits the stage. When he says, what is that thing that he always says right before he start lying? The CDC says. Soon as he says the CDC says, he's about to lie. He's gonna mess it all the way up. It ain't even gonna be what the CDC said, but it might be in the area in one little word or something like that, but the rest of it gonna be made up all the way. And it's gonna give him some type of premise. I mean, it's going to give him some type of stature with the people that he's around because he's going to say the CDC said.
She said. They won't show where they said that though. Nigga, show that, nigga. I don't believe you. That's the statement I make. Nigga, I don't believe you. Let me see it. Let me see that. Put it up on the screen. We ain't got nothing else better to do. Matter of fact, I don't want to talk about no more vaccines. As long as y'all on here, let them talk. I want to pull that shit up. RZA, give it to me so I can look it up right now. While y'all talking, I'm out the conversation. I just won't find it. Let me see. That's how you get that nigga. That's why I can't talk. As when he don't want to talk to me. He don't want to talk to you, Sean. Chef, did not know. Because we like, yo, can we read that, yo? We just want to read it, yo. We want to see, because I don't believe you can put shit in proper context based off the fact you're trying to trick us right now. They don't want you to say it like that. See, I know you're tricking us right now. What do you mean I'm tricking you? Because show us where they say what you just said. Matter of fact, I'm tired of you telling us you went to the CDC. Nigga, you went there, everybody could go where you went, nigga. You didn't go to the private meeting, my nigga. Stop it. Public, nigga. Public access. You joking. Yeah. You said as soon as you open the CDC, you're lying. Yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
Nah,
That was a good one. That video was good you did, though. Yo, whatever the fuck it was.
What video?
Talking about infection.
Oh.
Fell asleep, though, but I got
infection against infection.
I got enough of it, y'all. It was good. Should have made that motherfucker 30 minutes long, though, nigga. You killed me in 3 hours. I say this nigga on 3. Killed me. You got your point in. It was good, though. I got you. I like the Lancet article too. I'm gonna do something on that. That was a good one. Yeah, you did. It was a good one.
But hey, Unc, I did have a question for you though.
What's that question, yo?
It's on topic though. Do you think with well, at least minimum for YouTube, with them saying that, hey, we're gonna make a hard stance on pulling down not only videos but channels that are gonna be pushing vaccine misinformation, do you think like these other platforms that aren't necessarily anti-vax, like some that you mentioned earlier, like the Breakfast Club, Comedy Hype, the one video I had threw in there last week or whatever, do you think that they're going to be a little bit hesitant about having people like Rizza Islam, for example, on their platform, just so that they don't risk, having their video taken down or their channel taken down?
It's levels to it. See, like they got like a real entity, right, with corporate lawyers or whatever the fuck. They should have set up real right, so they don't just smash them. They give them more lead room. They look at the title and they see what they doing, and they go. They put a robot on our motherfucking ass, nigga. Oh, that's the title. Knock them off. Like it's just our level of professionalism ain't there, right? We don't got the corporate seal like we should. So they treating us like a nigga just going live. That's what they're not doing that to them. You feel me?
Yeah, they're not watching the videos or listen. They're not listening to the content in the videos because when I did my videos,
it's too many. They probably do have an actual team that is, but they can only get to so many. But they're most likely going to use a bot.
I'm finna tell you. So I put up a video what SARS-CoV-2 taught me, right? Video. I put the video up, but in the video, I had a bunch of images of anti-vaxxers and all the ignorance that they were doing in public, like the signs that they had and all the rhetoric, right? Had nothing to do with what I was saying in the video. I was just exposing the flaws, but I was actually really talking about some scientific stuff. They struck the video. They struck the video as soon as, and then so what I did was I took all the images off and put all new images on there, and the video was fine. Same content. Yeah, same content, different outcome.
I mean, the only like how a lot of people have been getting around, like for especially copyright, all these years is by having like some type of like, I guess you could say, slide or poster that they kind of show at the beginning of their videos that, hey, like this is for educational purposes only, and some of them even go to YouTube's actual policy and zoom in on that joint and show it at the beginning of the videos just to make it known that, hey, like I'm not violating copyright law, this is purely educational, it's not monetized or whatever, and that may have to be something that we may have to implement at some point in time, especially putting it in the video's description that, hey, like this is educational purposes. This video is to, educate and correct misinformation in regards to such and such. Just so you can have more of a leg to stand on.
Shit, ain't no leg, yo. When they snatching, nigga. I did write the letter to them. It's like they ain't read the shit, yo. They ain't read that shit, yo. They on some bullshit. Get the title right on that motherfucker. That's the starting point. Get the title right. Yep. I seen somebody put I'm a pro-vaccine channel. Something say he did all that at the beginning, like you said. That's the first 15 seconds, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, they crazy.
Yeah, man, I did that same thing too.
Did it
Damn,
work?
It's wording. Yeah, if you use something that anti-vaxxers use, they gonna ding it automatically. They don't even give a damn.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, that's
This
crazy.
was before they started doing all this old shutdown. They did it to me on the Mossy. That's what made me do the Science with Sean joint.
It's incredible, yo.
And then my video with I still have it, but of course y'all can't see it. But my video with where I was going in on Robert Malone. Shit, they blocked that shit because I had played a video in there where a dude was actually talking about Robert Malone, and he was trying to make Robert Malone's arguments and all of that. They struck it because of that. And then the one with the Texas law officer guy, the Texas Senate dude who created a whole new conspiracy. Him, you know what I'm saying? They kicked him. They kicked that video too. So what I ended up doing was like changing the flow of some of those stuff because the content was solid. You just got to take out some of that because you're talking about the origins of the vaccine. They won't even let you talk about the origins of the vaccine. They're gonna strike your ass.
What?
Yeah.
If you put the title right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the title's all in the title. They get you with the title first.
Yeah, they need to fix that because that could be a problem. Like, it's one thing if you want to try to, and really why they doing all this is that they trying to prevent themselves from being sued by the government. Because Facebook is going to have a lot of problems here soon. So it is what it is. Oh, yes, they will.
No,
oh, yeah, they will.
Shit.
They'll probably work some kind of deal out to where it won't be as bad. But things will definitely end up changing over there.
Did you hear that lady? Did you hear that lady?
Oh, yeah, I heard. I watched where she spoke.
She was pseudo.
How?
What? I knew
you talking about? Wait a minute. Are we talking about the same thing? We're talking about the lady that whistleblower Facebook,
the white
correct?
lady, the whistleblower, the social scientist that worked for Facebook.
How is she pseudo exactly?
Because what the fuck is wrong with her? No matter what system no matter what system Facebook put in place, it's always going to move this shit. It's always going to be there. You can't get around governments feeding it to you. There's no way around it, no matter what shit you put in place, because that's what humans do. So what she's asking for is a world that doesn't exist. She's trying to say, well, they make more money when they do that. Well, they're in business to make money. And they put things in place the gravity of what she was trying to convey. I didn't know she was trying to convey some shit that can't happen.
You got to realize that if they feel like Facebook is a threat to national security, like they will put some pressure on them to do certain things. So it may not be as serious to the point where Facebook will get shut down, but some things will definitely end up having to change.
You can't help it if a person is suicidal, yo, from being on Instagram. That's the person. The person need to get their ass off of Instagram.
It wasn't just that. It was like they knew that a lot of the stuff that people were pushing on their platform was causing harm. Like they knew, like well in advance, but they just didn't do anything about it. They didn't care.
They did. They put the thing in place. Remember that?
What thing?
They put a system in place, some kind of program.
And did you hear the part where she said that they turned it off?
and they said they didn't turn it off. They put it in other departments. She was like, nah, they didn't.
I mean, it's possible both could be true.
Hold on, whoa. But even with the program in place, the shit was still getting through. Did you hear that part? Because I heard that part. Even with that in place, it still wasn't doing that like that.
Nothing's 100%.
Right, that's the whole point. Right, there you go. It's not like it's stop selling drugs, yo, and niggas won't die from it. It ain't that. It's the social media shit. And social media is
But you
based
can't
off
say
of
that the
human
lady
beings.
is pseudo though, because she made some pretty good valid points and she
Nah,
had
she
like
really
evidence
didn't.
to back it
Nope.
up.
Nope.
You
She
could
sound
not
like a
agree
person.
with her.
No. She sound like a person need to get on own motherfucking Facebook and try that shit out. That's what it sound like. You know how nigga try to come in and run your business? No. Why don't you just make your own business and put all that shit in place and let's see?
Well,
That's what I meant.
Hold up. Like, this is why I'm gonna say that you're wrong. Because there was an issue like years ago. I can't remember the exact story where YouTube had an issue where minors were being solicited. And I don't know if y'all remember, it would have been about a year or two ago, probably like around December, where they came out with like a gang of like new algorithms, bots, like a gang of people's like channels got shut down temporarily. Like moderators couldn't do nothing for like a good few days. You know, people that were posting links, they couldn't post any links because they basically were getting some pushback from the government to do something about that, because minors were getting sold stuff. They were collecting information from the minors. Like, that's where you'll notice that, like, for example, like a lot of gamers that do like sweepstakes and whatnot, like they won't do it with the children no more because you have to get their information to send them the item that they want. And that can become a real issue. And like this situation here, this lady is trying to propose is no different. Like, if it becomes serious enough of an issue, they're gonna have to address it in some way. And like I said, I could have swore I said this like a year ago, yo. I said, yo, if Facebook and YouTube, they don't do something about this misinformation that's being pushed on their platforms, the government will force them to. And that is the last thing that any of us want, is the government stepping in. It'll be good because it'll be regulated and people will have rules that they have to follow, but it'll be bad because our government has a pattern of overstepping their authority, and they'll take it too far.
I'm not listening to you, CK. I definitely can't listen to you.
I'm not saying that they will do that. I'm just saying they have a pattern
anyway.
of doing that, and you don't want to give them no wiggle room.
I cannot
to do shit
listen
like
to you,
that.
CK. Matter of fact, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you stay on this line. I don't know how you don't be Pseudo. I don't know how you do it. You do a great job, but you be wanting to. You be looking on that side hard as a motherfucker. The anti-government, you be, boy. You be close.
What out of any of the things that I just said is Pseudo?
You start talking about the government step in. The government barely do shit. They barely do shit. Motherfuckers be running ragged around this motherfucker.
I didn't
We got
say
niggas
that
ODing in Baltimore,
I said that
Maryland,
they
off
had
of
a
fentanyl. Them niggas
pattern.
ain't jumping into that.
They've had
They be
a
on some
pattern
half
in the
shit.
past of not handling certain things very well. And I'm just
Oh,
saying,
I
you just got to
agree
be
with that.
careful once they get
I agree with
involved.
that.
Like, once they get involved in stuff like this, it can go really bad. That's why I'm just saying, like, these companies, they need to do what they need to do to curb this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that
you
shit
always
bad.
had the racist forums, you know, Gamergate, the damn KKK forums where they just be talking reckless, the 4chans and all that, where they just be having all kind of conspiracy theories and child porn up in there.
Did get them out?
Ever since like Facebook kind of came out, YouTube came out, and now you got Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, like it's like nuts. Like this stuff that you never heard of before, or you would have never been exposed to because they just don't pop up on your search engine like that. Like, people are posting it everywhere. So they gonna have to crack down in some kind of way. I'm not saying that they need to ban people per se, but they definitely need to like label it, market it that, hey, that this is false information. People are promoting to kill people and bomb people and stuff like that. Yeah,
so you do
planning to bomb rush the Capitol. Yeah, I know. They planning on bombing some black churches. Yeah, you might want to information to yourself.
Is that your phone or this?
What you mean?
It's going in and out. Hey, y'all can hear it going in and out. Is that me? That's probably me. Probably my weak internet. I just need to not stop spending money on this internet.
If they let them keep doing what they're doing, it's easier for you to find people. Like, for example, like with the whole thing that happened on January 6th. You know, let people talk reckless on social media, it's easier to find them, especially if they're committing a crime. You know what I mean? But if you ban them, that means they got to go somewhere else that you probably would be less likely to expose whatever plans that they're trying to hatch that could get a lot of people killed.
You still talking? Hey, Chef.
Yo.
Oh, yeah, that was her phone. Her phone went out. Anyway, we had some questions in the chat room, man. This is a good one for us, Sean. Right here it says, somebody's sister hit him up with the, hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me scroll back up here. Shout out to 22 Love 07. You should put 007 on there. All right. Ramon says, did the CDC say that natural immunity works better than the vaccine? My unvaccinated sister hit me with that yesterday. I never heard that before. Yeah, that should tell you unvaccinated sisters reading the CDC. Tell your unvaccinated sister to read up a little bit when it says that a vaccine is the best measure against COVID-19. And COVID-19 is a vaccine preventable disease. Do not allow people to use the CDC. The CDC supports vaccinations. The CDC has a team of scientists that supports the pseudo killers. So whenever they use the CDC, they're walking dead. They're dead. Tell your sister to go get that and let's read the whole daggone article and see what it actually says. It's a whole lot of context to that. Sean, you want to add something to that?
Nah, I'm running.
The hell?
Running about to fall out at 10 o'clock at night.
Sound like you getting chased.
Nah, I'm getting my 3 miles in.
Sean run 3 miles to eat vegetables. Yo, you better eat some damn food, boy.
Right, for your ass pass out.
Ass out, nigga.
Can't be running on no vegetables. Niggas work out eating vegetables.
Eating vegetables, running 3 miles.
That's pseudo.
Fall out. Drinking, well, then he be fasting.
Right.
Yeah, you bugged out, Sean.
Yeah, you try to take yourself out. You should need to take the vaccine because you.
Sean, and he be eating sea moss on top of all that. That's gonna kill you faster.
Sean is not on the sea moss.
Yo, put a whole pack of sea. You stop listening to the red pills, yo. You could have probably.
Yo is not on the sea moss, yo.
On the sea moss. He's selling sea moss, yo. I'm like, yo, how you selling sea moss, yo? God damn, nigga. Wait, do sea moss come from the ocean or am I just tripping?
I don't know where that shit come from. Some niggas pulling that shit out their ass at this point. Like everybody got that shit.
Do it grow in the backyard, yo, underneath the tree where the sunlight don't hit it? Is that the sea moss would be green on the tree?
I don't know where these niggas get this sea. I don't even believe it no more at this point.
Yo, I think that sea moss, the moss that be growing up around the trees, yo. Where the sun don't hit it.
Never heard
green,
of that
that's
shit,
it, yo.
Until like a couple months ago, and then everybody had it. You know how many times I've been in I go to the market probably 5 times a week. I never seen no damn sea moss in that motherfucker. What is that shit? That shit is pseudo.
The Whole Food Market, yo, they gonna have it over there in the section with the label on it, yo. Yeah, they got niggas worked out on that, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So no, I got whoever. Yeah, brother, you got to post that article. We can read it. They might have been given. You know, they post scientific articles on the CDC website. It's a real good website. So your sisters got you with the out of context shit. Whatever they said about the immunity, right? they promote vaccines over everything. They definitely promote vaccines. Watch this. The CDC promotes vaccine-induced antibodies over your natural produced antibody, meaning they'd rather you get the shot than stand there and get got. All right, I'm gonna say it again real slow. The CDC promotes vaccines over people just catching it. So when you catch it, your body will produce antibodies. So that's what a vaccine does. Vaccines give you the antibodies without catching the virus. So when you do run across the virus, you already got the antibodies. That's what a vaccine does. It works with your immune system. Simple as that. It gives you the answer to the test before you take the test. That's all you got to tell your sister. Sis, I hear you, but I'd rather have the antibodies before the virus come than get the virus and have to develop antibodies. That's what y'all tell all these anti-vax people. Simple as that.
Man,
and then
crazy.
It's crazy. And so people die all the time from disease and cancer. So you mad if the vaccine failed, your goddamn immune system failed you. You feel me? Nigga act like the immune system is perfect. Yeah, diseases, infectious disease been killing human beings since the first Homo sapiens stepped on a goddamn ragged tree and caught infection and died. Your immune system didn't save you. You got people in the wait. Oh, man, you snuck it to me, yo.
Oh, you bad.
Oh man, you snuck that to me, yo. That's funny, yo. Wow.
I'm the one that's CMOS.
Oh, no, he's not.
Thunder definitely on that CMOS.
Hey, Thunder, I rolled up like a hitman on you, yo. Baltimore nigga, yo. I'm always alert from niggas I done talk shit to on YouTube. I say that's Thunder. That nigga 6'5.5". Ladies and gentlemen, Thunder is 6'5.5". He's not a fat boy. He's a mountain climber, nigga.
Okay, yeah. Actually, all different is with a group.
If he hits you in your chest, you will die.
I just had to get a wide angle in, get everybody in.
Sure. Hey, Wiley, you gotta mute yourself, Wiley.
Like
Wiley. Agent. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't realize he's on mute. But hey, I was gonna say that you, not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you might want to be careful about just saying that, oh, the vaccine helps you produce antibodies against the virus, but you got to realize as well, catching the dang virus too, you still also produce antibodies.
Oh, see, so, I told you got the twinkle of pseudo when I tried to tell you, yo.
No. That's, well, if you let me finish my point, sir. I never said, I'm never saying
how you doing, though,
CK?
I missed this interaction with me.
Man, I be studying, man. I be mentally burnt out, man. Like I can't do it no more.
Nah, you just trying to come up, yo, and get your money right. I see Thunder trying to get his money right too. I see you, Thunder. I see you, boy. I see you. Now?
Oh, I yeah.
I see you.
Man, I ain't had a job, man, and shoot, almost 7 years, bro. So but yeah, I got it. I don't need it for the money, man, but I got to get this experience.
Yeah, you better get that experience. What you say, CK? Go ahead, CK. What you trying to say, CK?
All I'm saying is that, like,
say
maybe
it again.
I was saying that you were starting off by saying that, hey, you take the vaccine, boom, helps you produce antibodies against the virus.
Yes.
But also you getting infected with the virus as well, you'll still produce antibodies against the virus that way as well.
Oh, you sure?
Even though, there's a difference between the two in regards to, hey, one, you ain't got to get sick. The other one, you got to get sick. Usually.
Are you sure?
Unless you're asymptomatic.
Are you sure?
Are you telling me that people that are infected with SARS-CoV-2 that after a while that they don't produce antibodies against the virus?
Are you telling me I've been talking about vaccines for damn near 2.5 years? You don't think I know that?
Okay, then why are you asking me then?
Because I'm wondering why the hell you said it.
Well, if you let me finish my mother flipping points.
Finish the point, because you start off with it.
All I'm saying is that, like, you might want to make a distinction beyond.
You say, be careful with that.
Because how some people will perceive it. You know what I mean?
Perceive it.
Just how you
How
word
can you
it.
perceive it? I said.
I mean, have we not engaged in pseudos?
Gives you the antibodies prior to get the virus. Is what I said.
Where would you?
I said you don't get the antibodies naturally until you get sick first.
All I'm saying,
what I said,
is don't make it seem like it just came off as if though that you were making it seem like, hey, like if you catch the virus, like you're not going to get any antibodies against it. So all I'm just saying is that you might want to list other reasons beyond that.
Knock it off. I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nowhere in the world I even closely alluded to that. You tripping. I did not.
Hey, Chef.
What's going on, Thunder?
What's this information you got about these black Egyptians you was talking about earlier this show? What you talking about, man?
Oh, man. Oh, what I was saying was, in the South, Upper Egypt had people who we would consider was to be black. Like because Nubia was in Egypt. Like you just look it up. The place that we call Nubia is in a portion of it is in what we call southern Egypt.
Southern Egypt, we agree with that.
Right. So if we call the Nubians black and a portion of Nubia is in Egypt.
No, Nubians are there right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying they always been there.
Yeah, they've been there.
Right. So if somebody say that the Nubians are Egyptians, then I'm saying they could say that because it's just a play on words.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's a play on words. That's like saying, right, you have Mexicans in America, right? You have Mexicans where the border is at, right? Right across the border, you couldn't tell the difference, right?
Yeah, in Arizona.
Yeah, in Arizona and southern Texas, right? And then it's certain places there where you can't even tell the difference between Mexico and the United States unless you see a flag.
That's been my whole point the whole time is when you looking at, if you look at, where my map at? Let's look.
You just can't say it ain't no black Egyptian, Joe. Just end the conversation.
Yeah, I didn't.
You just can't say it. And they've been there forever, nigga, in the same spot. Smoking weed.
So let's look at
sea moss.
Hold on.
Where y'all can't go more than a month or two without talking about Egypt.
Egypt
so much information has been put out. The disinformation has been corrected like so many times. Like at this point, like people.
Okay, I don't know who you are, but what's the correct information? Tell me what the correct information is.
I don't know. It depends on what you're talking about specifically.
Well, why you talk? Okay, let's do this. What are Egyptians black?
Well,
it depends on
black is black is a Western construct. Like,
boy,
black wasn't a term back then.
Now, you told me to ask you.
Now, if you want to say if they were dark skinned like how we are, yeah, they had a mixture of different colors there.
Yeah,
some light, some dark, some in between.
Like us, right?
If you look at Africa right now, you have a variety of different groups that have different shades, hair types, all of that. Why wouldn't there be?
Egypt.
Yeah.
And they're right next to the damn Levant, so it wouldn't have been that hard for them people to just walk over there to be trading with them. So they probably was intermarrying and all that good stuff.
You said some black. You said Egypt was full of black people, right? Or it's a mixture, right? You said it's a mixture.
Yeah, it would have been a mixture. Like they're not that far from the Levant.
Leave it alone.
Not that far from Libya.
Sean, you go run, or whatever you're doing.
I'm done running. My 3 up.
But go back to running.
Nope. Leave it alone, Thunder.
Get on a treadmill or something. Hey, listen.
Numbers.
Hey,
start doing more
enable sharing, man.
Like, it's gonna really be
hit the sharing.
All right. Hit the sharing.
Yeah.
Fuck, I do that.
Here we
What?
go, cause Thunder trying to Google his way into an argument.
Oh,
I'm asking.
Lord.
Listen, okay, let's go back to the Genesis.
Where I hit the sharing?
You
at?
talk
Yo, what I'm
about
saying?
Egypt. What?
Come
Shit.
on. Now
I
we
don't
don't
give
know how to do the
shits
sharing.
about Egypt. I
Nah,
was worried
no,
about
not for the phone.
why Chef said
Mm.
that he had some more information that may have persuaded him
Is
that
it?
there were more. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I was calling. Fuck Egypt. I ain't never like Egypt. Yeah.
Dang.
So yeah, I was
Lord.
so while I was saying that,
I was asking him what this information.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
yeah, so while I was saying that, I can explain.
Yep.
Well, the reason why I said that is because hold on, give me the host back then, Uncle, if you don't know how to.
What I gotta do? Push the more button?
No, when
Security,
share,
forward, chat.
when you go down to
You
share,
need to hit the little
multiple
arrow.
people.
It's an arrow right beside share. You hit that arrow and it'll say and enable
Multiple.
everyone to share.
Yeah.
Multiple people to share.
It's an arrow right next to share. No, it's not.
Are you
gotta
on your
click the
phone
shit?
or are you on your laptop?
I'm on my phone, bro.
Wait a minute.
Give the damn
Chef, I thought you
give it
was
back
the
to Chef.
host.
Give
Oh,
give
okay.
listen, give Chef back
Thank
the
you.
host.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he's not.
Right. I
He
knew that.
technically
Thank you.
challenged, yo.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. Not at all.
You so
Just
mean,
explain it
Sean.
right.
We can't all be beast on the computer, man.
You should be able to make it. You should be able to make it simple. Shit. Bam, bam,
All right,
bam.
there you go,
Obviously,
Thunder.
you don't know. Sean running at 10 o'clock at night with sea moss in his stomach, about to pass out.
I had no sea moss.
All right.
You a sea moss salesman, yes or no?
Yes, yes, sir. I got 100 pounds of it. Gold, green, and purple. 100 pounds.
Okay.
I'm selling them I sell it by the pound. I don't sell no quarters, no halves. You got to buy the whole thing.
All right, so this is what we got.
That's a nice map, Thunder.
We got Egypt right
map,
here.
Thunder.
Right?
What are you saying here, Thunder? Are you saying this electric fence somewhere?
We got Egypt
stops
right.
Black people from moving.
We got Egypt right here.
All of that is the Nile. All of that.
We got let's go with Nile. Yeah, let's throw all that in there.
You got to go further south. You got to go
further
south,
yo.
You got
because
you.
You got to get to the first cataract.
Let me work. Let me work a little bit. All right, now, Chef
died at the first cataract.
He died at the first cataract.
When you're looking at Mexico, and you looking at Arizona,
Mexico got to do with Egypt.
All right, well, let me say this. Let me say this.
Coming in on the ass in a conversation. You just go run, man.
No, check this out, Thunder. That imaginary line right there that says Egypt. You know, at the
line. Listen to what I'm saying. We got, you said that Arizona.
Yeah.
When you're looking at Mexico, when you're looking at some part of California, when you're looking at Texas, right?
Right.
You can't tell the difference between people. You don't know who the hell what, right?
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Right. Cool. No problem.
Right.
So when you're looking at Israel, when you go to Israel, right, Jerusalem, Palestine, Jordan, when you're looking at these places, you're seeing a bunch of J markup.
Yeah, those people,
Arabs,
people all in that northern area would have been phenotypically similar. I agree with you.
You got Israel, you got all that Beirut.
Yeah, right, and Turkey, all of those people
Syria,
up in
Iran,
in the
Iraq.
Delta area. Look, I'm with you. Yeah. Those people in the Delta area would be phenotypically similar to those people in the Levant area. I'm with you.
You got Saudi Arabia. You got Yemen. All of these places are phenotypically exact, period.
No. No, they're not.
Which one different? Which one
the
different?
people in Yemen and in the southern parts of Arabia are similar to the
be careful with that one.
Yeah, right across the Red Sea.
I will agree with that. Let's go with
and, you know what I mean?
Let's
Ethiopia,
go with that.
Those people are similar.
Well, okay, I would concede Yemen. I could see.
The real question is, why are we focusing on phenotype? Because phenotype doesn't necessarily mean that's your genotype.
No, we ain't talking about you. We talking about when you say black.
21st century.
We're talking about.
I'm with him. I'm with you, Thunder. With you,
I don't know where you
we
at,
know what black means to us, right?
Now
we can't see blood.
When we're doing,
we can't see your genotype. Well, you know.
Yeah, all right. So when we're doing, I don't know which one. So
in ancient times, it denoted culture.
Agree. I can agree that that was a culture is always a marker though.
Right. So we can't personally identify who's who based on phenotype, because if they practice or they have the same cultural identity, they don't make the distinctions between their shades.
Fine.
Yeah,
so
but we can still do it Thunder way too though.
When you're looking at Damascus,
we can do it Thunder way. He gonna beat himself up.
Actually,
he tried to stop him, but he finna beat himself up.
That's fine. When you're looking at Damascus, when you're looking at Israel, when you're looking at all these places, phenotypically,
Sean is right though.
Phenotypically,
you can't apply our concepts today to how things were done back then.
What we're saying,
I don't know what she is talking about.
If we apply,
why do you think I'm so confused? You're not being clear on what the hell you're talking about.
Okay,
maybe you should have started with your
listen. No, listen. If we, so you
me and Chef are having a conversation.
They saying that basically you can't go back in time and use our modern standards and say that that's not a black person.
Right. You can't.
Why? Yes, we could. Like,
what?
Wow. So I'm saying that might not be the term that they would use, but we saying that's the term that we would use for these people. So that's we trying to get a modern understanding of who these people is according to our context.
Hold on, wait. Our context that would
make us
hold
pseudo.
On for a minute, Sean. That would make us pseudo. That would absolutely make us pseudo. And hold on, CK. It would not only make us pseudo, it would make us racist. It would make us racist.
Your point
well, we live in a racialized world. It's a part of our world.
No, listen what we trying to do. We trying to go back in time, right? Watch this. We trying to go back in time and apply Europeanisms on a culture that didn't even know white people. That's got to be slap crazy. We need to find a better way, dog.
No, wait. Let's clear it up right here, Chef. I got you. Let's clear it up right here. The way that the Western, at least Western worlds over here, define black is people that are descendant of racial ethnic groups in Africa. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say, Chef, it's kind of partially right here.
Right.
Because these people in Egypt, no matter the time period, they would have been from ethnic groups in Africa.
Let me ask you this.
Technically, they would be black. But I don't know if that would be the best of words to use to describe them, though. Because they're already in a country with a gang of black people, so they most likely would identify with their ethnic group.
Okay.
Who the fuck is black people? How about that? The fuck did that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Who is black people, yo?
Don't worry about it. They ain't no.
Now we don't know who black people
is. Everybody's good. They're good. He fine.
No, listen.
He fine.
No, listen what I'm trying to tell you, yo.
He fine.
Chef, you definitely ain't black.
All right,
cool.
But Thunder, hold on, but Thunder is black.
Yeah.
DK is black, and I ain't black.
Yeah. Okay.
See how that shit get, yo?
No, go back to your map, Thunder. Don't move from your map.
All right, let me go back to the map.
Go back to your map. I think I can explain what I was saying.
If you go to images, it's going to get real confusing.
Cut you off.
Yeah, we didn't jumped around.
We didn't jump around. You had him locked in burrow. It was a good one. Then he threw you off the pattern.
There you go. Yeah, that.
Oh man, what is this?
That's a good ass map. Now, those people in that northern part, that Delta area, would have shared phenotypical affinities to everybody in that area. Don't nobody have no problem with that. The problem comes at, you see where that bend at? Go down till you see that green now, and you see that bend. Once you get around that bend, right, those people starts to change. Those people starts to change, right? So like Aswan up to what's that? Around that bend, all of that area, those people get dark as hell. Around Thebes, right? Those people start to change. They could look like what we call the Nubians.
Okay.
So isn't that still in Egypt?
All right. Now, thank you.
Go ahead.
So, let me back up a little bit.
Y'all tripping.
No, you tripping. So,
Yeah, you crazy. Yeah.
Stop it. Would you believe that you've conceded that there had to be some sort of bleed right up here, right? North
Yeah,
Africa.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no problem.
Thunder,
We
did
got
you
the
pass
bleed.
geography? Did you pass geography?
We got the bleed, right?
Social studies
We got-
in grade school?
We got
I'm
the
curious.
bleeding. We got the
I'm-
bleeding. We got the bleeding.
No.
The
I'm
bleeding.
curious. I'm
What-
curious.
We got
the
the
bleeding.
Because you're going
What are
too
you
far
talking
away
about?
from the map. If you stay with the map and
I'm
just
on the
stay where
map.
these
I
demarcations
don't know
are.
what you're looking at.
No.
but the
You're
map is
going
on the
to the
screen.
right. You're going to the right. Stay along the Nile. Stay along the Nile.
Okay,
On the
along
Nile. No. Don't
to the
zoom.
Nile.
Don't zoom out. Don't zoom
Oh,
out. I want you to go around that first cataract. Where is Aswan at?
Right here.
In Egypt.
I just saw.
And hold on. Where is it at, Sheffrin?
In Egypt.
It's in
And
Egypt.
who the hell black as hell in Aswan?
They go Aswan right there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Sheffrin. Answer my question.
Yeah,
now.
they definitely black as hell in Aswan.
As hell, and they in where?
They in Egypt.
Yeah.
No, they just
Okay.
moved that slave trade board on that.
No, but this the thing though. It goes all the way up to
Yep.
Thebes.
There
right?
you go. There you
Was
go. That's why I
there-
said.
What was a
Yeah.
capital, right?
And
Of
Chef Reed.
yeah,
Chef
so
Chef
that
Reed, I ain't gonna
that's
lie.
gonna always
Yeah.
There you
catch
go,
you
Chef.
right there.
Chef.
Now,
Yeah,
I'm not
Chef.
saying the northern part of Egypt, what we call in Egypt. I
Chef.
totally agree. Those people,
Yeah, Chef. Yeah,
those
Chef.
people, they're the people that
I see
we
you,
talking
boy.
about. You know what I
see
mean?
you, boy. I see you, boy.
Chef Reed.
You got
Yeah.
Libyans. You
You
got
got
Libyan
Libyan.
pharaohs up
You
there,
got, yeah.
right?
Keep going.
Yeah, all of that. I agree.
Oh.
Once you start going down there now, those people start changing.
All right.
So what we consider black now,
Ooh.
those people would be considered black, and
All
they
right.
in Egypt.
Okay, no problem.
And
Now.
they what? And then, no. Say that last part again. They what?
They in Egypt.
No. Did they rule?
Yeah, they ruled. They was pharaohs and kings
Okay,
and
because
princes and every. Yeah.
But why does that matter though?
Because not too far
It
from
do matter.
from Aswan, you got all these different temples and these demarcations of where they moved the kingship. Oh, look at him. He ran off.
I ain't going nowhere.
You
Ran
jumped
off
off
your
the
map.
map.
Oh, sorry. They go Aswan right there.
Yeah, but along the Nile, if you go look, okay, so now let's go look at the temples around in the area, right, that we're talking about, and then go look at the rulers during certain eras that had their kinships in the lands where you see these dark people at.
Okay.
And you can even
What?
go up and you'll see them going up and they'll come like that.
All right.
But
So-
I mean, we really just messing it up though, because we're trying to have a modern argument in ancient times.
Wait
All
a
right.
minute. Hold on, Thunder. This is something you don't know.
There is
Did
no
you know
argument, Sean. No one has
that
ever made a
Upper
claim
Egypt-
yet.
Come on, CK, let me say this. Did you know that Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt actually spoke two separate dialects and actually hated each other and went to fucking war? Did you know that?
Where'd you get that from? I
That's
want to
speaking to
read
my
that.
argument, not yours.
What you mean where I get that from? Niggas called the
Wait a minute.
unification war.
So you have an
I would've known
argument,
you read
Thunder?
the
Can you
book.
go ahead and
I
make
would've known
that?
you read-
Because I
You
have
didn't
no
know that?
idea what your claim is.
No.
Wait. You didn't know that Upper and Lower Egypt, spoke two distinct dialects?
No, sir.
Yeah, and it was
And they
very,
wasn't
it was
called
very, it was very far in it was very far in between dynasties that had full control over all of Egypt.
That's right.
So that's why the king's list is so jumbled up, and a lot of people don't even like to go by it, because if you look at one king's list, they can do a dig damar and find. They can find two more kings that lived at the same time. It's certain, it's still ongoing excavations.
Correct.
Right? So it's certain people that call themselves pharaohs, right? We just found their stellas, right? So imagine we can find another stela. Say we go back to the 20th dynasty, or let's go back to the 22nd dynasty, right? The 22nd dynasty, I think it was the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th dynasties all was at the same time. Now, when I read that, it fucked me up.
I bet it did.
It
I bet
fucked
it
me
did.
up.
No. Go back to your point though, Chef. You cooking. You cooking.
Yeah. That fucked me up because it was what we call black pharaohs already in Egypt.
And they ignore them.
Right, before the 25th dynasty. Right?
So freeze there, Seth. Freeze. So Lord knows, don't let it be in the 18 motherfucking hundreds. Right at the source of racism, scientific racism, where Egyptology came into being.
Yeah, they picked which pharaoh they want to say was the pharaoh
they want to do on the motherfucking list.
If they want to say that this guy was the pharaoh, but it was always another pharaoh. It was always a dark skin or a black or a Nubian, what we would call a Nubian, who claimed that he was the pharaoh too.
Yeah, they don't talk about them niggas though. Huh. There you go, Chef. Chef says, fuck it, I'm gonna get some books and read it.
The 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th dynasties all existed at the same time.
Why don't you explain that,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm really proud of you, Chef.
Yeah, that nigga
I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm smiling from fucking ear to ear. I'm impressed.
Don't fall into that trap, man.
No, Thunder, for real. Now listen, this is serious because it's people in the chat that don't know this. And for Sheffrin to sit here and say, based on his research, not my research, not what Unc research, not what Smash and nobody else is saying, this is Sheffrin going behind people that says something and say, you know what, I'm gonna make sure this shit right.
Yep.
For myself. I heard you, Unc, but I'm gonna go make sure it's right. I heard you, Smash. I'm gonna go make sure it's right. I heard you, Wu Ja Wu and Nassau. Let me go and see if this makes sense to me. And then once the confusion came, it get real uncomfortable when you researching certain stuff. But then soon as because it get boring as hell because you're reading the same thing over and over and over, and then boom, you find something. You find something that says, "Damn, so this is what was going on." And Sheffrin made a point, and Unc brought it out to him. He says, "Now imagine if it was the 1800s, who the hell was ruling?" And you got all these people ruling at one time. That's where the confusion comes in at, because it's 4,100 square miles of the river and everybody thinking they're a damn king at the time.
Yep, that's how them niggas be doing it. It's my shit.
All right.
Politics.
But where's the information I can read that they spoke two different dialects? Because that's interesting to me.
How you ain't know that? It's called the unification. If you get unified, listen, to get unified mean you one together, don't it? It was two separate spots, yo.
I'm not
they
Dr.
slang,
Ben.
yo. They spoke like
Dr.
slang. No. Just do it like this. Do it like this. I'll make it make sense. Let's use English, right?
I just made it
so
make sense.
you heard Sheffrin speak. You heard they got that Baltimore in them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you hear me. You hear that Southern shit in me. You hear CK, she got that Floridian flow. You see what I'm saying? Like, we could be saying the same thing, but we're saying it totally different. It's the same thing. It's like
the books. I just need the information. That's all. I understand. Like,
all right,
Chef. Let's go back to the top, man.
Hold on. Give him the book on.
Everybody button in. Come on, Chef. You ready to work a little bit?
Go ahead. I'm with you.
Okay, cool.
Upper. Gotta look up upper.
Oh my God.
I mean, you asked for this, Adrian.
I mean, y'all talking to me like I'm a simpleton or something. I'm like, I'm just asking for the book now.
You asked for it. All right. So, Chef.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the bleeding right into from the Middle East into Africa. Would you agree?
You mean the blending?
Yeah, that's
the
cool.
The bleeding and the people,
blend,
right?
However you want to. I don't say blend because I don't.
It's called sex, man.
I'm gonna say it's bleeding.
It's called sex.
Leaking. Okay,
sex.
Fine. Now, do you believe
those people always been there? But go ahead.
Do you believe? Oh, always. Do you believe that the Sudan the people of the Sudan, Chad, Eritrea, do you believe that they made their way north at some point in time?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say the people that we're talking about always been there.
Always been in Egypt?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they ain't leave. Them niggas never had to leave. If I could show you a map where the people deep down south, they should never turned the desert. So
Yeah,
they was always.
if we gonna say that those Middle Eastern type, right, North Africans was always on the Nile, then we can say that the Sudanic type of North Africans was always on the Nile too. Why would we have to, you know what I mean? Why would we have to say another people came in, but the people that was already there, you know, had to wait to come up, they was already there.
All
Like,
right, cool. So we got
Yeah.
100 million people in Egypt, right?
Yeah.
How many of those people, those 100 million are black?
What
It
you
depends on
mean?
what part of the Nile you at, yo.
Well, no. But hold on. You got 100 million
Egypt.
today. You got 100 million today, but how many was it back then? It wasn't no damn
You got
100
100
million.
million right now. How many of them black?
Man, Egypt has been has
Invaded so
been
many
colonized,
times.
mixed over,
Yeah, that's cool.
Turks are
taken
there.
Back to on that.
over.
How many
People
black?
looking totally different.
Arabs are there. Like, it's so many people there.
How many black? You know what Egypt? What's the official name of Egypt?
The Arab
Republic of Egypt or something.
All right, cool. So, where are these black people? Where
It's
are they
more
at?
It's more Arabs. It's more Arabs
It's all
than
Arabs.
it. Yeah,
Where-
no,
where
it's
the black-
more Arabs.
It's all Arabs. Where are
No,
the
not
black
all
people?
of them are
No.
Arabs. Not,
Well,
not
Not
all of them are
Arabs,
Arabs,
bro.
though.
Egypt is all Arabic.
Not
No,
all of
it
them. What are
is
you talking
not
about?
Thunder. I have
The
a
Arabs were the
friend,
last
Thunder.
conquerors
I
that were
have
there
a
in
friend
640.
whose family lives in Egypt, and they're here in the U.S. and they are from Egypt, but they are Arabs. This is how I got my videos and pictures and images that I ain't brought out to nobody from that person, straight
They
from
got this hidden information.
Egypt.
All right,
Yeah,
Sean.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sean,
Anyway,
can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Okay. Man, so I remember I was reading a book called The Arab Invasion of Egypt by R.P. Copeland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And John Henry Clark, he wrote an introduction to that.
Little corny.
And he talked
Lord.
about how there are more Arabs
You
that
mean
are like
Unc
in
Henry? You
Egypt.
mean Unc Henry Clark? Cause that's who Unc trying to be like right now. Without a fluence.
John Henry
So
Clark.
what? So what?
So what you said is that there are more, like, there's more Arabs in Egypt, right? Or what did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you call
think
a herb? Let's that I think that's the biggest problem right there.
What do I call an Arab?
Yeah.
Well, let's just look at that historical.
No, if John Henry Clark, what did you say he said again?
John Henry Clark wrote in the introduction in the Arab invasion of Egypt that there are more Arabs that are in like Egypt than there is like in Saudi Arabia. I got to check it out again. But
All right, now,
very
all
similar
right,
to
cool,
that.
cool. Now listen, what do you call a herb? The definition of now this is going.
He talks about that question too in the introduction.
Right. So what do you call a herb? What do you think he meant by that?
What I think he meant, since he was a historian, well, we got to kind of look at that whole ethnicity of like what is an Arab, because Islam historically was made to bring.
No, I
all of the
know.
Middle
I'm
Eastern-
asking you what is.
Nah, yeah. You got to be. He's being specific here.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
What do
What
you
think
call
the
a
word,
herb?
The word mean, not
Yeah.
the other part. Just what the
Okay.
word, defining the word.
Someone who is from the Middle East, who's
No.
from the
No,
who's a
that's
descendant
not
of
what he
them.
mean.
What does an Arab mean?
It's a language group.
And it's ethnicity too.
Hold on, it's a language group. So a person
Yeah,
that speaks Arabic, right? That's where they get the word Arab from. You know how many people in the Sudan are classified as Arabs just because they speak Arabic?
Yeah, because they're Islamic.
Yeah, right. So if he was saying that there's more Arabs in Egypt than in Arabia, right? Then he's basically talking about a language group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a language group can get put on any people. We could be considered English, right? Because we speak English, but that don't mean that we Europeans.
You're saying assimilation.
I said that 5 minutes
assimilation.
ago. Egypt is 100% Arab. I just said this 5 minutes ago.
We just had.
That ain't true.
Yeah, I ain't
Arab
rocking
in
with
what
that.
in what sense
No.
though, Thunder?
Oh, they just
We
speak
talking
the
about how
language.
they look. What are you talking about?
No,
They
you
speak Arabic.
can't look Arab. That's man.
Yeah.
I'm asking
Y'all gotta
Thunder.
realize that
I'm
words
asking
do
Thunder
kinda
the
change
question.
over
He's
time.
saying it's
Freeze.
100%.
This was Chef trying to say. Like the word Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
You can't look Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a nomadic term.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Bedouin, those who are nomadic. So an Arab, right, is a language, but the name denotes like they were like nomadic tribes. And if you read the Quran, you'll see that Muhammad, he unified those nomadic tribes under the banner of Islam. The shit was masterful. But the word Arab, Arabia, to Rome, Hebrew, to Rome. Niggas crossing back and forth. So when you read the Bible, you never find an Israelite calling another Israelite a Hebrew. Whenever you see that term in the Bible, it's a foreigner using that term. I dare y'all look it up. Go to the Blue Letter Bible and type in the word Hebrew and read the fucking sentences with the shit in there. You will never find an Israelite calling another Israelite a Hebrew. You will find a foreigner, right, calling an Israelite a Hebrew. Y'all just look that shit up, yo. It ain't hard.
Called each
Yeah,
other
it's
by
the
their
same.
actual
It's the
name.
same thing with the word black. You would find a foreigner that would come into an area where all these people distinctively may look similar to each other, and he would designate them as black. That's what foreigners do when they go to different places to distinguish people from another people. And then that goes back to the whole cultural identity, because Arabs, as we know them to be, when they came into to Africa and they migrated through northern Africa and specifically coming into to the land of the blacks, or what they called or deemed it to be the land of the blacks.
Sudan.
So they sit there and they made those distinctions based on cultural identity to say you guys seem or act or betray or convey yourselves to be similar to we are than the people down there that they made those distinctions from. So that's what makes it that word flip-flop through history because of the cultural distinctions. And then some kind of way the Europeans took that and ran with it and made it something else. And then we end up fucked up in the head and arguing about skin tone for 20 years.
All right.
What race the Egyptians were. Like
Now look at what you got up there, Thunder. So check this out, Thunder. I'm gonna say this again. Arab means, right, globally that you speak that language.
Yeah, we got that. That's
right. All right. Now, so what you got? So only like 7,000 Arabs or Muslims invaded Egypt, right? That came in 640, whatever it was.
640.
Yeah, in 640. The Egyptians didn't have a standing army at that time, so it was an
7,000
easy.
people.
It was so if it only 7,000, meaning the army just moved in, right, and took control.
Yeah,
but they didn't bring enough people in there to change the genetic makeup of the people. 7,000 soldiers ain't gonna be able to do that. So it's not talking about all these Arabs flooded and took over Egypt. That's not what it's saying. Or change the
I'm not saying that. I don't know who you talking
right. So right here where you got Egyptians, right, ethnic groups of Egypt, right? And it say Egyptians 99.7%, and it say other 0.3%. Now, when you look at that, only thing that's saying is that Egypt is 99.7% Egyptians, and they only have and it's saying it's saying it only have 0.3% foreigners,
right?
Meaning foreigners that live in Egypt, their population is only made up of 0.3%.
Right, ain't
foreigners.
no visas over there.
Right, so everybody that's in Egypt, damn near,
them niggas
is Egyptian.
Right.
Including them damn Nubians.
Including the Nubians. I said that already.
The Egyptians, right.
The Nubians are Egyptians. You know what? Y'all making that. It's right here. Minorities in Egypt include the Copts, who represent around 10% of the entire population and live all over the country. The Berber-speaking community of the Siwa Oasis, Siwis, and the Nubian people.
Look what you're using. Look what you're using.
Oh, you saying this is wrong?
No, you're talking 2006, and we're talking we talking 5,000 years ago.
You think it's been a huge influx of what? What you think? Tell me.
Hell yeah.
Tell me
what how many people invaded Egypt?
When these people invaded?
They didn't change.
We had the Phoenicians, the Romans.
They ain't changed the population like that.
Yeah, we gotta stop saying that.
We're saying 2006. What's the problem with 2006, Sean?
Hold on.
No.
I don't even know what we even arguing about at this point.
Hold on, y'all.
Hold
on.
You keep talking about me arguing. Nobody arguing.
Listen to me.
This would be considered an argument, not necessarily saying that we hate
it is a discussion about Egypt. That's nobody.
I don't even know what we're talking about. It just seems like we.
Yeah, why are you okay?
Give me a second.
Just keep it 100. The West Asians, they don't necessarily have to be Arab. They invaded the country and took it over.
Okay, everybody listen to CK. CK the port. Tell us what we need to be talking about. You tell me.
Can I say something?
I just don't know what your premise was. You brought up Egypt. What is your whole premise in this whole conversation? What is the point?
What did you hear me say? What you heard me say the point was?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What is your premise? Why did you bring up Egypt? What is your premise?
Why you keep speaking about it?
All right, look. All right, go ahead, man.
Hold on, Chef. I done told this lady at least 3 times that me and Chef were having a discussion. I was asking Chef about why he had a change. He was considering now you was in the back talking about Xbox, so you don't even know what I'm talking about. I was asking him why did he have a change of heart concerning.
He didn't have a change of heart. He just started reading. He just fucking
fine, whatever. He was enlightened.
So the farther you go down south, the more black the population.
He's become enlightened.
The more northern you go, the more super mixed population.
He's become enlightened on the population of Egypt, right? Fine.
You get that though, right? You got people.
Let me finish explaining because the lady done said 10 times that she don't know what we talking about. I'm telling her what we talking about for the third or fourth time.
I don't know what you.
If we would just let each other talk.
I agree.
Can I say something?
But when somebody gets to rambling and like a whole hour later,
but CK, you bogging it down, complaining about him rambling.
I just asked a question. I asked the same question that I asked almost an hour ago. I said, "Hey, like, what's your premise? Like, what's like?"
Little man jumping here. You know that nigga be working.
No, I just wanted to say this real quick. I mean, it's really simple. Modern Egyptians today, and a lot of people, they try to play this game like you can't use genetics, which is wrong to me. You can use genetics, archaeology, anthropology. People talk about all this methodology, but they want to throw out certain components. Whatever. So let me just say this right quick. Modern Egyptians, according to geneticists, are 68% indigenous to the land. And when you say indigenous, that makes what, 32%? The Arabs did not completely pierce the genetics of the overall population. And again, like we said on the show that we was on Chief X show, we talked about, and I said, this is what I said. I said that Egyptians are Egyptians. In Upper Egypt, they were dark skinned. In Northern Egypt, they were light-skinned, but they are still Egyptian. But the problem is that people try to make everybody that's so-called dark-skinned the same. It shouldn't be an argument about Egyptians some of them being dark-skinned or so-called black. Because I also said, if you put an ancient Egyptian during the time of the civil rights period, and he came to North America
in the early 1960s, he wouldn't be sitting on the front of the bus. He'd be sitting on the back of the bus. That's not a problem. But the problem is when people try to make an Egyptian a Nigerian and a Nigerian a Sudanese person. And there is diversity if we get into genetics, even amongst sub-Saharan Africa. So the argument shouldn't be that, you know, if the ancient Egyptians were black, of course they were black. The kinsmanship in Upper Egypt was black. But in that delta, you always had a result of people that's been back migrating up there for a long time. They're finding the skulls. The skulls in the delta is Eastern Mediterranean. They're finding, huh? You say what?
Still back migrating?
They've been back migrating in North Africa for the last 23,000 years. I mean, even when you look into people don't want to use genetics, but you got to. According to geneticists, you look at the Iberian Marusians, a large genetic component amongst them at 45 to 60% is Near Eastern like. So again, this been going on from the earlier phase of basal Eurasians that was distinct from the Chalcolithic Eurasians, that was distinct from the Bronze Eurasians. Even Eurasians were distinct. Even the black Adamese people that you find south of India could be classified or labeled as Eurasians. Eurasians are not the same. So my thing is that the problem is people, you know, they act like, even though the Egyptians they do have a genetic continuity that's been there for the last 20-some thousand years, and in some layers 7,000 years, and in some layers 5,000 years, depending on how you use what they label as the PCA when they sequence it. PCA is the population component analysis that they use to sequence it. So in some, like for example, when you look at the Coptics represent an Egyptian phase that only starts at 3,500 years. When you look at the Bija, they represent an earlier phase in that Upper Egypt. When you look at the population in Luxor and Aswan, they've been there for thousands of years. Yet and still, each phase of Egypt plays a major role with the affinities that they carry to this day. It's that simple. So culturally, most Egyptians are Arab. Genetically, most of them are not Arab. It's a difference between being culturally Arab and being genetically Arab. That's the problem. But 32% of them are highly mingled with Near Eastern or Eurasian at a more recent phase of the Eurasians that came in 640 AD compared to the earlier phase that mixed with earlier Eurasians that came in at 4,000 years ago, or the earlier phase that mixed with the more basal Eurasian component that came in as early as 23,000 years ago. Mitochondrial DNA U6, mitochondrial DNA M1, that's not from the continent. But people try to say, you can't use genetics and try to, no, you can't stand, you got to put all that stuff together. But culturally, the Egyptians are Northeast Africans and their culture is Northeast African. That's just what it is, regardless of them mingling or doing whatever.
Where the Ethiopians live at?
From Ethiopia to the base of the Nile, Eritrea, which is Punt, they measured the baboons, the isotopes, they measured the baboon isotopes. They realized that Punt area was highly postulation, based off postulation or highly probability, a chance that it was a real Eritrea. You got people coming out of the Green Sahara. When they look up the Amana mummies, look at King Tut paternal marker. It's R1BA2, which is R1BBA8. Mitochondrial DNA K, which comes from the pre-pottery Neolithic B culture from the Near East that's been dispersed from the Near East and backward through the Sahara for thousands of years. So you find people coming from the Green Sahara, and it doesn't mean that you're light skinned because you got Eurasian in you. African Americans, 20 to 30% of us have haplogroups paternally that goes back to Europe. Some of us are R1B, some of us are J, but does that denounce us from being African Americans culturally because of a haplogroup? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense, yo. But we do know that the oldest monarch comes from near Sudan, and before it disperses to other areas. We do know that. We know about the wavy pottery line, but even in Sudan, they're not even homogenous in Sudan. You know, some of the Egyptian soldiers was Magi who was from Sudan. Other groups that they was raiding, some people was Egyptian citizens. So even with Sudan, that gets even tricky when you say just Sudanese. You know, that's not, everybody in Chicago ain't a vice lord or a GD. You know, you got different sets out here. Everybody ain't the same. Some of these brothers might got more ties with some other groups of people than other groups of people. You know, it's crazy.
All right. When you look at modern day Egypt, do you see a vast amount of black people?
Have you been to
Egypt? You know what, Thunder? In Upper Egypt, yes, you do. When you go towards Luxor and Aswan, they get extremely dark. And Aswan, they really get dark. When you go into the Delta.
Middle Nile, nigga. Middle Nile.
We got 100. Okay, we got 100 million. How many you say How many?
No, wait,
how many of them you
hold on,
say?
Thunder.
Oh my
Thunder, you know how long 4,100 miles is, yo?
We're gonna go with what you're saying, right? 100
No,
million
I'm just
people.
saying. Listen,
Let's go with
4,100
100 million. And let's go
miles.
let's go
Of
with the
Homo
4,400
sapiens
miles, right?
sapien.
We're gonna do
Of
that.
Homo sapiens sapien
Okay,
having
we
sex,
got you.
yo.
So now we got 100 million. How many of them you say?
100
How many
million.
of them? We got 100 million 100 million Egyptians, right? How many of them are a bunch of black people? How many?
You talking about? And now?
Right now?
I'm asking permission to speak.
Yes.
Ask permission to speak.
I'm asking permission to speak.
No, you can't speak right now. We're in the middle of talking.
I want to add on to the conversation.
Okay, you can add on.
Is that
you can add on?
Oh, is that what you call it?
Okay.
Let me finish my point though, Chief.
Chief
You're gonna get a chance. You're gonna get a chance. You ain't diving in like that though.
I'm not
and
trying
don't
to.
blow your wig, yo.
I asked for
Don't blow your wig though.
He did ask permission.
I asked
How
permission
you
and
gonna
I'm
ask
trying to
permission
be
in the middle of
polite.
somebody speaking? Come on, yo, knock it off with that nonsense. It's knucklehead shit. Knock it off, yo.
He got
don't try to run.
We got 100 million
don't try
people,
to run,
right?
Thunder. Hey, Thunder, don't run. Don't
I
try to
know. I'm
ask
saying we got
somebody else
100
to
million,
conversation.
right? How many of them black people?
All right,
Hey,
now
Thunder,
I'm saying
I'm
there ain't
sorry
no
to
100
interrupt
million
you, sir,
niggas
but
during
I
the
just wanted
time
to thank
period you
Sheffer for
talking
letting me
about.
on the panel.
Come
Y'all have
on,
a good
CK.
night.
Good night, CK. There ain't no
Good night,
100 million
sister.
nothing during the times we talking about. Knock it off.
Okay,
You
fine.
bugging.
How
100
many
million.
out of
How
100
many was
million
black?
Egyptians, how many of them
Knock
black?
it off. Knock it off.
Out of
You talking about
100
right
million?
now? If you
Right
talking
now,
about
how
right
many of them
now,
black?
if you go right now, the farther you go down south, the darker the people get.
Okay, how many
Hold on. Anwar Sadat went during the time when Anwar Sadat was the motherfucking president, Sudan was Egypt.
He looked like Louis Gossett Jr.
He looked like Louis Gossett Jr. You know,
Thunder,
Right,
I'm
but
help
guess
you.
what?
Let
But
me
he's
help
a
you, Thunder.
Sudanese.
Yeah,
He has a Sudanese mother and an Egyptian father. That shit happens regularly from ancient time to now, yo. So I never understand how that shit get misconstrued. The closer to the Delta, you got those heavy admixtures from time immemorial, and Gozi talked about that. The farther to the middle now you go, the first and second cataract, the darker the people go, the more Sudanic type of people you get. Damn, yo, it's a complicated history. Humans will fuck and mix and match. So anybody trying to make a definitive statement on the Egyptians being this and being that, they're just wrong. So I'm done.
Okay, can I
Somebody
add on
else
to
can
this?
go next. Y'all can go next.
Okay,
All right, go ahead, Chief.
let me add on real quick.
How you doing today anyway?
How
Can
you doing,
speak to
Chief,
the
man?
thing?
What
All
up,
is
Chief?
great.
What's happening? Peace, Chief.
Peace. It's all is great. It's a great day. So I've been listening to the conversation.
But you know I'm gonna say something about you making them bullshit videos. But I'm gonna let you get it out though. I'm gonna let you get it all out. But I'm gonna address you with that. But go ahead, Chief. Because I feel like I'm soft if I don't.
Okay, so are you saying you want to argue or we want to have a peaceful conversation?
No, we're not. No, we're actually talking. We don't. Come on, Thunder.
Okay.
Don't jump in.
All right.
No, we're not arguing. I'm just saying.
Okay, so
I just don't appreciate
so I'm
you
just
making
saying
bullshit videos and then come on here like it's all smooth. But I'm gonna shut up because the people are listening. I'm not gonna argue with you. That's what I'm doing. I'm just saying I don't appreciate that bullshit. I just want to let you know. That's all, brother.
Okay,
Go
cool.
ahead, brother.
Now, okay, cool.
We don't really want to hear me.
Excuse me. Can I speak now?
Yes, come on, Chief.
Hell no.
Okay, thank you. It's a lot of things I don't appreciate too, but I don't feel like getting into it right now. So I'm trying to come in peace.
Right.
And I would ask if
I ain't no peace, nigga, when you make 30 videos.
Okay,
nigga.
so
that ain't
I'm so
that's
either
not peaceful, bro.
okay,
so don't
either
say
either
you
I
coming
can
in
talk
peace.
or I can't
Stay
talk.
in
I'm trying to
peace.
understand something right now.
Listen, just stay in peace, though, Chief. I stay in peace.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
So stay in peace. Don't say you coming in peace after you done broke the fucking peace. That's my point, Chief. But go ahead, brother.
Okay.
Get to your point. Go ahead. I'm shutting up. I'm muting out.
Okay. Okay. Can I speak without being rushed and
just go, man?
Okay, but I'm gonna go. But you said something. I just want to reply to real quick before I say something.
Just go.
No, hold on. Just slow down for a second.
Hold on, nigga. That's my uncle. Adrian, shut the fuck up, dog. Do not.
That wasn't Adrian, yo.
I didn't do
Mr.
anything.
Rich. Mr. Rich keep doing that. But go ahead.
Okay, can I speak, please? Okay.
Go ahead, Chief.
Okay. First of all, I'm saying I'm coming in peace because I really want peace.
No, you don't, nigga. When you make 30 videos about a nigga,
here we go.
literally fucking up a nigga name.
Here we go. Okay. So
no,
I don't. So I don't
my
want
black
peace. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, man, hold on, man. This is what we not gonna do.
Hold on, I'm not doing nothing. But asking, can I speak right now? That's all I'm doing.
I don't want to hear that some peaceful shit. You make 30 videos lying on the nigga name, and then all of a sudden it's peace. It's not peace, my nigga. I'm just shutting up.
I didn't say it's peace. You keep saying you're going to be
quiet.
Said
you come in peace.
No,
nigga.
Let me. Can I get my nigga? Please, can I get my words out?
Yeah, but start out.
No. See, I'm trying to say you're trying to.
You will never have to come.
No. You're trying to control how I speak.
I'm not controlling.
Okay,
shit.
so
I'm saying be peaceful. You will never have to come in peace.
Chevron. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Can I get my words out?
Yeah, go ahead, talk.
Okay, Jesus Christ, I don't want to be controlled on how I want to say.
Is my Lord and Savior.
Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to make it real brief. I'm telling you, anybody listening, that I'm coming in peace, and I rather not argue. Is that such a bad thing to say?
Yes, it is, because you should always be in peace, Chief.
I'm always in peace. So we're not arguing about what I'm saying right now. I'm just saying something simple. It doesn't even require any back and forth, really.
Chief, if I got on your channel, I wouldn't have to say, I'm coming.
You said 5 times.
Because I don't make videos about
you.
I do you
if
like
you
that.
want to talk about the videos, you said you're going to do that after I make my point.
I forgot. I changed my mind, my nigga.
This is the third time.
My nigga.
Oh, my goodness.
I changed my mind,
This is the third time you keep bringing up that you want. I'm not in peace. Relax for a second. Just let me say something, and then you can speak. Jesus Christ.
I just want to see how long.
You're so rattled. As soon as I come on, you're rattled. And then when we get to arguing,
I just want to see how long it takes.
It's not going to start because you're still over talking.
You is yelling and screaming. I'm not yelling.
We're not going to play the game of who's talking louder and who's not talking louder.
I'm not talking loud, yo.
Okay, can you be quiet for a second? Jesus Christ.
All right. I just don't repeat. I come in peace.
Don't control me.
I ain't going to explode if you say I'm coming in peace.
No, you don't control how I talk. I haven't even said anything.
Hey, Chief, chill, because it's getting out of hand.
Right, it's not me that's getting out of hand. I'm simply trying to speak.
Chief,
I'm
only joking.
Okay, if you're joking, you're joking in a bad way where people can't have a conversation. You're still talking over me.
And then you come in peace, yo.
Oh my God.
You do 30
you're
videos,
still talking over me, bro.
I'm only playing, yo.
But okay, you're still talking over me, whether you're playing or not.
Okay, but I'm just saying you make 30 videos. I didn't cuss your ass out.
It doesn't matter right now. Can I speak?
Nigga for doing that.
Can I speak?
I didn't do you like that, bro.
Can I speak, Unc?
Yes, you can, brother.
Okay, so can you be quiet for 5 minutes?
I'm gonna be quiet for 10 minutes.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go, Chief.
It took me 10 minutes to be able to get a sentence out. And that's not my fault. People are mad because I'm saying I'm coming in peace. I'm not talking about what I did 3 weeks ago.
Did you just say you coming in peace again, Chief? I say don't say that.
Did you just say you were going to be quiet for 10 minutes and are you still talking?
Be in peace.
No, I said I'm coming in peace right now. Today.
And then go to your channel and make 30 more lying ass videos about
I'm coming in peace, and I still can't get 2 sentences out without Ankh talking over me. It's not peaceful because of you, Ankh, right now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chief.
You can't help it.
Sorry.
No, you can't help it. I do that.
I'm sorry.
I do that.
I finally get to talk to you. No,
you don't finally do nothing. You've been talking for 2 hours already. I just came on and I can't get 2 sentences out. And you're still running your mouth.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I know that, but be quiet for a second.
The crazy videos you make every other day.
Take your medicine, get help, get counseling or something. I don't know what you need to do.
All right. Everybody mute out. Everybody mute out.
I'm just saying, Chef, it could be the videos that he make every year. That possibly could be why.
Okay, when do you want to address the videos? Now or after? Make up your mind.
Now, my nigga, now.
Okay, so
let's do it now.
So we're about to argue. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Nope. Yes. I'm not gonna argue. Nope. We're not gonna argue.
Okay, Thunder, what do you get from what Ankh is saying?
I get he wants to argue.
Thank you.
I don't get that. Yo, men gotta stand up. Yo, you can't talk about my man
Okay,
now, man.
so what
Come
I'm
on,
saying,
man.
so that's what I'm asking.
Well, let's get
You
to the
guys
point.
want to talk about the videos now, or can I add on to this demographics of
Nah,
Egypt real quick?
we want to talk about why you talking dirty about niggas. That's what we
Okay,
wanna
well,
talk
let's go then.
and coming on their channel.
Let's
and
go.
acting like
Let's
it's
go.
all
Mute
good.
your mics. Mute your mics. Let's go. I'll tell you
I
why.
will.
Since you guys asked me 10 times, mute your mics and I'll tell you why.
We ain't yelling though, nigga. We talking.
Okay, don't control me. I'll tell you why. I'm talking sane and clear. I made the videos because they were videos made on me first. I always say, never be the aggressor, but aggress when aggressed upon. This whole thing started because I was questioning some things about Asar on a Amin Ra Squad live stream. And Asar got pissed that I was beginning to ask a question that was a dagger to him, and he began to yell and damn near cuss me out, and then everybody else jumped in. So Ankh decides to defend Asar and not let me and Asar have man-to-man talk. And it turned into a big argument. The next 2 days, Sanjeti and Asar made a video about me. Now, maybe the chat people on this panel don't know this, but let me break it down to you. My mama, I'm gonna tell the truth. Because you guys got misinformation and half information. Then once that jumped off, we got to arguing. And Ankh made a video and went live on YouTube and cussed me out first. And then I wondered, why did he do me like that after I'd been nice to him? So then I brought up the Moringa stuff and he beat me out of a case of Moringa. And he's been saying for a whole year, I took that shit, nigga, fuck you. And that's where we're at. Because of Ankh. Fucked me over on money. And when I asked him about it, he said, I took it, nigga, fuck you. And that's why we're here.
Okay, cool. Now, don't run. Let me hear Ankh.
Now, who is this, first of all?
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just asking, who am I speaking to? It's not a big deal.
It's Mr. Rich, brother.
Okay, stay the fuck out of this, Rich. I'm talking about something you don't know nothing about, nigga. You stay out of it. You stay out of this. I'm not talking to you at all.
I'm just being a moderator.
I can't. No, you're not moderating nothing.
Hey, just be quiet, man. Go ahead. Don't run.
No, because you're not moderating shit bias. Nigga, you don't know the story. I don't even know you.
Hey, Chief. So you basically saying that the argument we got into 2 years ago is why you making videos last week and this week?
Nope, that's not what I said.
Hooking me too polite?
That's not what I said. That is
Chief,
not what I said.
Hold on,
That's
Chief.
not what I said.
Chief,
I was only stating. No, hold on. Let me clarify before you go on.
I don't need you to fucking clarify,
because
let me say my point.
You're pushing a false narrative right now.
All right, Chief, let him speak.
Shut the fuck up, Chief.
Right, let him speak.
You gotta be quiet.
Okay, you gave. Now watch this. This is how you be quiet without being asked to overtalk for 10 times. Now I will be quiet.
Hold on.
You don't have to tell me a bunch of times. Go ahead.
Hold on, Chief, chill.
That's what
you gave your reason, right? Now your reason don't have to be his reason. Right, so he can state what his issue. You stated yours.
Exactly.
Now let him stay his.
Right, I'm good.
Right, y'all not gonna agree. The same way he let you get yours.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we even doing it if we aren't gonna agree? We already agree. No, we don't agree.
Right. But listen, he let you talk. Okay, right.
Go ahead.
Now let him go ahead.
I'm not stopping him.
Go ahead.
It took me 10 minutes to get a sentence out.
Chief said that he called into a show and him and Asar got into it and I jumped in and defended my man. That's the truth. But that was 2 years ago. The conversation between him and Garfield on a private conversation was me, Garfield, and Chief X. Chief X say, by the way, Unc, I sent you a case of Moringa to your store. You ain't paid me. I say, brother, you're right. I have not paid you. How much do I owe you, bro? Because I still got some of that left. He was like, we'll talk about, don't worry about it. I said, okay, Chief, I'm telling you now, yo, when you and Garfield get greasy, don't switch up on me, bro. Nah, yo, you good. I sent that to look out for you or something. You couldn't figure out whether you was giving it to me to help me out or if you couldn't figure that part out. But me and you both know that I actually owed you money, right? For me allowing you to put that moringa shit in the store, which I don't agree with. Let me finish, bro. Yeah, nigga, because I could have said no.
I didn't want it in your store.
Oh, this ain't a back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not a back and forth.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, the whole world knows I don't fuck with herbs. So I was doing it to help benefit you. Whether you say it was benefit me or not, nigga, whatever. We ain't gonna never agree to that. But what we do know was, as men, it was three of us on a private conversation. You brought it up, and I immediately said, bro, you right, I owe you money. I said, but I still got some left. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna send you the rest of that and your money. He's like, we'll figure it out, don't worry about it. I say, all right. As soon as you got mad with goddamn Garfield, right? And you felt like I'm on Garfield's side, you immediately start telling the listening audience that I beat you out your money. That nigga ain't pay me. I was like, whoa, bro. I told you I still had some. And like we do in Baltimore, when the nigga give you drugs and you ain't sold it, but you sold some of it, you give him the money that you did sell and you give him the rest of his shit back. So I simply said, bro, I'm going to send you the rest of that with the money that I owe you. There's no doubt about I owed you money. But the day you came out loud and crazy and act like I beat you and did all that, then I posted a picture on Facebook and say, nigga, I'm not paying you shit. I took that. And to this very day, nigga, I took that. So when you see me, you know what it is. So we don't even got to discuss it no more. So the 2-year video with me and Asar is the reason why you still making videos, bro? I'm fucking confused about that. Nigga, I don't make videos about you. The polite shit, you mix me in with the polite shit. Like polite is my number one buddy, my number one guy. Like I'm in concert with him fucking with kids or whatever the fuck he going through. Like all of a sudden, I'm that guy. Nigga, you crazy for that. For making people actually think that shit. I wouldn't even do that to you, bro. You show a 10-year-old video with me talking to Polite, trying to explain how every time people call me about Polite, when I get these niggas on the phone, they change their whole conversation. You take that and make it up to date as if me and Polite is rocking on half that shit he say. Everybody named mother know I don't fuck with pseudo shit. Everybody named mother know I don't play that fuck with the little kid shit. Niggas is just mad at me because I won't come out and say, yo, that nigga did that shit. I won't say that because I don't fucking know. We live in a place where everybody got a right to shut the fuck up. We live in a place where everybody get their day in court and they innocent until proven guilty. Whether you killed 5 motherfuckers, whether you raped 30 people,
are we talking about
whether you're a serial killer or not, you got a right to a speedy trial and you're innocent until proven guilty. So I don't have to say anything at all. All I gotta do is wait to have that nigga have his day in court, and then if I decide to say something, I will. Not because y'all niggas make video and try to make money off the nigga. I'm not that kind of guy, Chief. I'm my own man, and you be your own man. I'm not making videos about you, bro. Simple as that, dude. And you do it all the time so you can get views. Okay, dog, but don't come on here like shit is sweet. Of course I want to have the conversation. Of course I don't want to chase you off the channel. Nigga, I want to have this conversation because I know you're not ready. I'm shutting the fuck up, Chief.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
Well, let me just say this because I'm not going to keep
Now, and we're gonna clear this up, and
Right.
we're gonna move on.
Right,
So,
we're gonna move
Very
on.
productive.
I'm gonna move it on because I'm not into the bullshit. I wanted to have this drama conversation. I didn't. Let's make that clear.
Nigga, you throwing shots, nigga.
I'm not
you
throwing
came up in
shots.
my
You just
spot, nigga.
You just went. Let me
Hey, I
say
think that's
something.
enough,
Never
man.
been
I
a
think
type
that's
of
enough
nigga.
for the
You
whole
just
Let a
conversation.
went.
nigga
Let me
shoot
say
at me for
something
weeks
and we
and
move
months,
on.
and I say something, nigga. I'm not a phony nigga. So if
Okay.
you want to talk about Egypt, let's talk about it, nigga. I said the way I felt. You said the way you
Okay,
felt.
I was about to. You're cutting me off. Stop trying to read my mind. Now, I totally 100% disagree with everything Ankh just said.
Man, go with
Hold
the
on,
Egypt
I'm
shit, man.
about to
Let's
go. I'm
That's over with.
about to go. Yeah, I would have been done in 5 seconds. Trust me.
all right, go ahead.
I totally disagree with everything Ankh just said. I totally disagree with every scenario he put out. It was a
Man,
lie.
go to
Hold
talk
on.
about
I'm
Egypt,
about to
man.
go to Egypt right
Talk
now.
about Egypt.
I'm about to. It was a total lie. Now, let's get back to Egypt.
So nigga, I ain't tell you I was gonna send your money.
Let's get back to
Moringa,
Egypt.
Nigga?
Let's get back to Egypt.
Nigga, I ain't tell you that.
We disagree,
Chief.
so I don't want to have the
Hey,
conversation.
Chief, I didn't say I owed you
I
money for the
totally
Moringa, Chief.
disagree. No, you didn't.
Chief,
Now let's move on to Egypt.
What I say, Chief?
Oh my God. See,
What I
Ankh
say,
wants to
Chief?
keep arguing. And
Yeah,
you guys
I do,
want to
nigga.
act like it's
what
on
I
me.
say, Chief? What I say,
Ankh,
Chief?
if I tell you want to hear
Chief,
me?
what I say? Yeah, I want to hear it, Chief.
Okay.
I didn't say I owed you for that,
Okay,
bro. When you mentioned
I'm tell you. Let me
Go
tell you
ahead,
what let me tell you what Ankh left out. Since you want to keep going back here and you want to keep going back and forth about this shit, let me just tell you what Ankh left out. He never brought it up. Once I sent him that Moringa, he never mentioned any money or even brought it up and act like I forgot for 2 years until I brought it up. Yes, you were trying to get over on me.
All right, now we
Now,
gonna
let's
end
back
this.
to Egypt.
All right, then I check this out. No, hold on. Now
Let's
let
get
me
back to
say this.
Egypt.
No, let me say this, and you can go into Egypt. You don't have to say nothing. Yeah, let me clear this up. Now, that's exactly what he said, though, Chief. So y'all are in agreement on that.
On what?
That when you brought it up, he said, "Oh yeah, I do got that."
No.
I did. So he ain't never say that he mentioned it. You know what I mean? Or that y'all talked about it afterwards into that conversation with Garfield. So however you feel, if he was trying to get you or not, he never said that, that he contacted you and was like, "I'm gonna give you this," or until y'all had that conversation.
Efron, if I tell you the real story, we'll be here another 15
So
minutes.
you just said
That's why I'm trying to move on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
It
I'm
was
trying
2
to
years.
tell you.
No, Chief, it was actually 2 years.
We're going to
Chief,
Egypt.
you're right.
We're moving
Chief,
on.
you're right.
We're
Chief,
moving
you're right. It
on.
was
We're
about-
moving on.
Chief, it was
He's
about-
saying
it was
you
about
right
2
though,
years,
Chief.
Yeah,
Chief,
yeah.
I'm saying you're right. It was about 2 years. I never contacted you. I never mentioned it.
Right now,
Because
your audience.
Chief,
Hold on.
Wait, but I don't mind my audience knowing this. Chief, don't yell.
The panel.
Don't yell.
I'm not gonna yell.
No, don't yell.
I'm not gonna yell. The panel.
Yo, I never said nothing different than that.
Hold on. You don't want me to get my words out because it's real.
No,
the panel. Hold on. The panel and the chat should say, "Damn, Ankh, 2 years. He gave you something in 2 years. You didn't say nothing.
Damn, Ankh, you ain't say
nothing.
that in 2
Did you
years.
take
Shout
the
it.
That was that. No, right. Hold on. Righteous men who are trying to iron things out and see what happened should be able to say, Ankh, you know what? That was kind of wrong. He gave you something in 2 years.
You know what?
Did you take
That
the
was kind of
shoes?
wrong, Ankh.
Was taking the shoes wrong?
I didn't take
No, don't
nobody's
even bring that
shoes,
up.
Ankh. You want to go there?
I didn't
All
say
right,
that.
so cool.
You wanna go
So
there?
let me say this.
Chief, I didn't say that.
You want to go there?
Chief, that wasn't me, bro.
Who was that?
No, sir.
That wasn't
My
me,
bad.
bro.
Okay, Rich, don't go there because you don't know the story. You don't know me.
You're
I
right.
don't even know you.
All right, go ahead. My
Okay,
bad.
you're
Go
just
ahead.
you're just here to take sides. You're not here to be
Go ahead, man.
righteous
Go
and be
ahead, man.
biased.
Go ahead,
We
man.
trying to
Go
get to
ahead.
the conversation. We know y'all don't like
Okay,
each
I've
other.
been trying to get to
no,
I've been
no,
trying to
no.
get to
Hold on.
Egypt.
Whoa,
I've been trying to
hold
get
on.
to Egypt,
Hold
but
on for a
I don't
minute,
want to
Chief.
go to Egypt.
Chief,
I
hold on
want to
for
argue
Chief.
about Moringa.
No, Chief, we're not. Chief, listen. You made a point.
Okay.
You said people listening, all that should see that Unc for 2 years didn't contact me, didn't say nothing about that money. You said that, right?
Yeah, because
But
you thought I forgot. You tried to play me.
No, I didn't. Listen.
We're done
bro.
with it. Let's move on to
No,
Egypt.
we're not. I'm gonna finish my point.
Okay, and then I'm gonna finish my point, and we'll go
being
on.
as though you didn't send me no weed to sell, being as though I wasn't selling no drugs. It was a product that was still in the store, bro. still there. And to prove it was still there, I took pictures of it and posted it.
Right.
So the shit was still
what did
there.
I tell you? What did I tell you?
Let me finish.
I told you were a bad salesman.
Let me finish. So the shit wasn't selling for 2 years, nigga. With your crazy face on it.
You're sorry as salesman.
Okay, come on, man. I'm not throwing shit. Listen, the fact remains that the shit was still in the store.
And what that got to do with me?
So it's your product. You call me.
No, bro. You begged me for the product. Let me tell you the people. Let me tell you the real story. I have the
tell you right
now,
nigga. Nigga, publish them while I'm
there. Hold on. This is what we don't. Hold on. This is what we don't want to happen.
No, we don't want happening right now.
Hold on. We don't want this conversation.
If this bitch ass nigga.
Oh, come on.
Fucking earth, nigga. I ain't buying it.
Listen,
I'm not buying it.
Chill. No, I'm gonna say chill.
No, he's not gonna do that. No, because this nigga is not gonna get up here and say I begged him for some roots.
Right, but listen,
me bagging this nigga for $100 for
hold on, but we gonna get the
think about how that sound. But think about how that sound.
This is what Unc wanted. Unc didn't want to have an
adult.
But think about how that sounds.
Unc did not want to have an adult conversation.
Look, he gonna go make a video
have
on
an adult
his
conversation.
Unc wanted to talk about
Moringa.
Unc, you wanted to talk about Moringa and beef.
Come on,
that's what you
both of y'all. Both of y'all.
No, Unc said.
All right, chill. Hey, chill.
This is not on me. Unc begged to have an argument. Unc begged to have an argument.
Now I said,
do you want to talk about Egypt or do you want to talk
about y'all gonna listen? Hey, y'all gonna listen to me. Y'all gonna listen to me. Y'all gonna act like adults. Y'all gonna act like adults. Y'all gonna listen to me. Seriously. Because, Chief, y'all gonna argue. You gonna let Unc get under your skin and you never gonna make your point, right? Because he's trying to antagonize you. He gonna keep on.
Let it go.
He's gonna keep on to antagonize you. You gonna get mad, leave off this show, then you gonna go on your show and make another video about him.
Right.
So we don't even want that to happen.
Right. That's why I said.
So somebody gonna have to just back down.
No. Okay.
No. Why you say I begged you?
No, hold on, Sheffrin. Hold on. Let me respond.
Somebody gonna have to be a man and just back down off of it.
Let me respond, and Unc keeps talking over me because he knows I'm going to be honest.
But everybody gonna want to keep responding.
Mute your mic for a second, Unc. Sheffrin, let me just.
Everybody gonna keep wanting to respond.
No. I'm talking about you, Sheffrin. I'm not responding.
Yo, just talk about Egypt, man.
Yeah, because
okay, so then finally.
You gonna say something to make him want to respond again.
Okay, so let me go to Egypt like I've been begging to do for the last hour.
Go ahead.
When I said I don't want to do that because it's going to turn into an argument, Sheffrin and the whole panel said no.
Go, man.
Hold on. Sheffrin and the whole panel said no. Let's talk about it. So here we are.
All right, go ahead, man. Go about Egypt, bro.
I tried to avoid this. I tried to avoid it. And everybody knows it. And we're still here because you're talking over me right now. Let's just be real. We have to be clear. Chief X tried his hardest to avoid this. No, shut the fuck up.
No. Come on, man. Don't tell people to shut the fuck up. Listen, just go ahead and
I'm about to go. You guys got to be quiet. You're trying to control me. No.
Why are you talking in third person?
Be quiet for a second. Let me talk about Egypt because I've been trying to go there for the last hour and I begged. I didn't want to go there.